back. My phone is ringing.
Hello, makers.
Hello, everybody.
Gigi in the house.
Gigi, what? We were both shopping in Gigi's shop. Hello.
I have often looked at her logo and just think, I love it.
Oh, it's the cutest logo I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It is the cutest logo. There's one of her adorable pins. I imagine that's her at home knitting.
Yeah, this is Miss Gigi
yarn.
sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
And of course, she has several different colors in her shop of t-shirts. I needed the signature orange.
Come on. Go for it.
Whether
go big
it
or go home.
Whether it was my color or not.
Go big or go home. It feels like this has been forever since we've been here.
We're 1 week
I'm super,
later.
Yeah, but we've done that before, and it just doesn't seem, I don't know. Feels like it's been a long time. I'm super happy to be back.
I am so happy to be back. You guys, we've come out of our weather vortex.
It feels like we may have spring coming. Don't you think?
Like this -9 Celsius today feels warm.
I feel like I barely need a coat, and I'm probably not going to wear socks.
I know.
But even at dinner time, it's lighter and brighter out. Like at 6 o'clock, it's still light out, and normally it's dark so early.
And it's daylight savings this weekend.
This weekend?
Spring ahead Saturday night.
Lose an hour of sleep. Not my favorite.
It's not my favorite, but I do love the extra light in the evening.
I do too. I do too. But why can't they do that on like a Monday or Friday or whatever? Anyway.
We had teachers convention. We had some days off. Boy, it was nice to be a little extra lazy.
Yeah. I slip into the lazy very easily.
Oh my God. I have to catch myself because
like, come on, do something.
Yes.
And it's not like I don't even go somewhere so much. I have a pile of laundry right now that's just like ridiculous.
My husband's been doing laundry.
Oh, sexiest thing words ever.
He also works from home, and this is traditionally his a little bit quieter time of the year.
And he likes to be busy, which is great.
He would be a great husband.
Yeah.
Way better than I'm a housewife.
Right. Totally. 2 thumbs up, Shane. Way to go.
So, Madison's birthday's coming up next week.
We have the birthday...
the birthday month starts.
The birthday gamut. Like, there's just a big pocket of all we do is buy birthday presents and celebrate. Yeah. Which is fun. But Maddie's first.
Well,
no.
For me,
Jackson's first.
For me, it was Jackson Medeiros.
Yeah. And then my
Monday.
Jackson.
No. Noah Friday.
Oh shoot, yeah, right. I forgot about that.
Jackson Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maddie, Jamie, Jane Thursday.
Come on, let's count that. That's how many in 1 week? 6?
Yeah. And then Nana is the 28th.
Oh, I didn't know
feel like I might be missing one, but March is like Christmas again.
Yes, and I have Jeff's sister in there too on the other side of the family. So.
And Heather was just at the very end of February.
Oh, so that's cray-cray.
Yeah.
What? Oh well, we're not in there.
It's fun.
We're July.
I feel like there's an extra pep in my step with this weather changing, and I know once it does that, and we're in March.
Yeah.
It is around the corner, people.
It is. The light is a big thing for me. That it's light when I wake up instead of waking up in the dark. I hate waking up. I feel like I should be still sleeping.
I know.
So anyway, that's the weather report / birthday report.
Oh my gosh! Guess where we're going in 4 weeks?
Is it that soon? I bet it's even...
DFW, bitches.
Texas, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna come home and say y'all all the time.
I feel like I'm a bit of an imposter.
Me too.
I would like to have y'all as part of my everyday vocabulary.
It is so great when you hang out with a Texan because it is all the y'alls all the time.
Yes.
I can't pull it off.
No, I can't either. I feel like I wanna.
It's a wannabe.
Yes. Anyway.
Just like I want a British accent or an Australian accent, I just don't have one. And the fake one is just too gross.
Okay, so Nicholas Sparks had a new book this past fall.
Did he?
He writes the best love stories.
Yeah, he writes mushy.
It's called Breathe. No, it's called something like that. I think it's Breathe. No, it's 2 words. Anyway, it's his newest one. I'm listening to it on audio. It's a fellow from South Africa.
Reading it? That's a good accent.
Yeah, it's a female reader but that is a good accent.
It is
the
a
South
African
African.
Yes,
he's from
beautiful.
Zimbabwe. And it's just like...
Okay, so I would love that too. I never listen to audiobooks.
I just had the first sex scene last night.
Oh.
No, but he writes such good love stories.
Yeah, he does. I could watch The Notebook, and I probably have dozens of times.
Yeah.
But part of that too is who they had in the movie. right? Like the casting is super important, so that just did it for me.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
A young Ryan Gosling.
And Rachel McAdams. Like I just thought it was
Yes.
so good, so mushy. That would be a guilty pleasure. Watching that, even though I've watched it 20 times.
And speaking of Nicholas Sparks, he is coming to TV September.
What show?
It's
He's got a show, like
called
regular TV, not Netflix TV?
Regular TV. Oh, my Lifetime. Yeah, regular TV.
Oh, Lifetime.
It's a series. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but in amongst looking for a new book of his, I stumbled across that he's coming to TV.
I love a good TV show. We watch A Million Little Things. We watch This Is Us. I love A Million Little Things.
It's finished this past week. It's on break.
Yes, we're very sad that was the finale or whatever.
So what
anyway,
else? Oh, Survivor. I'm loving.
So totally love
Exile Island? Question mark.
Okay, what's going on there?
What's going to happen?
That poor lady that was the first one to go there. Yeah. It's a nightmare. I don't understand why people apply to go on that show.
I feel bad that they targeted her. She was just trying to do, like when she was moving people's shit to the beach.
Let me tell you.
She just wanted it to dry.
You need to have your head down. Those first couple of...
Like, don't look at people in the eye.
First couple of eliminations or whatever, you barely have to do anything wrong. Like...
I actually was surprised they targeted her.
I thought it was super mean.
Yeah, I did too.
And stupid. There's some dumb people on there, I think, that are just being very silly.
Heartthrob Joe. I just get...
Every time I see him. They don't have him on enough.
I need to see him more. I'm loving the mustache.
So
I didn't think I would.
He looks like a dirty pirate. He looks so good.
I heart dirty pirates.
No, seriously. He's like a modern day scrubby pirate that I probably could have given birth to with the age difference.
Oh yeah, you could have.
Ask me if I care. No.
Age is just a number.
Totally.
Anyway,
he, on the other hand, may care a lot.
He to me is like Ozzy. Like he is. This man is you could plop him anywhere on the map and he would survive.
Yeah. But my favorite's still Boston Rob. I mean, if we're gonna throw way back,
and Amba,
and they fell in love on Survivor.
Yeah, married, children,
kids, real life. But I'm not kidding you. He is my favorite all-time Survivor.
Yeah. Okay, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills just started again.
Okay, I've got to get
Denise
on this.
Richards is now a new housewife on this season. And New York starts
Charlie
this
Sheen's
week.
Old?
Yeah. Wow. And New York starts this week.
I don't know why I've never started on those. And now I just feel like there's so much history. I could never catch up. But that kind of like ridiculous drama is totally my jam.
I should get reality.
Totally. In so many ways.
If it's real. Okay, you know what I just binge watched? Bondi Beach Rescue.
That's good. Well, it's Australian. So
Australian lifeguards. But these lifeguards make a career out of it. Like they're not young 21-year-old. Well, some of them are young starting out, but you guys.
Well, it's Australians in bathing suits. So
yeah, Bondi Beach. Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. What else was I going to say? Oh, Queer Eye.
A new
season coming right like next week, maybe.
I was thrilled when I saw that.
So that's going to be totally awesome.
I just want to say I had a lot of people comment and reach out and say thank you for bringing up mental illness and anxiety. And I know people suffer in silence, and I'm just so thrilled we were able to, talk about it. You have experience with mental health in your it's. I mean.
I think more people suffer than don't with it.
Right.
All these different levels of it.
Yeah.
So,
even if it's not you, but
common.
A family member, you go through it with people.
Yes.
And you know what? The more we talk about, the more we educate that it's not.
You don't want people to feel alone. You don't want them to feel isolated.
Yeah.
You don't want them to feel like there's no hope.
Yeah.
Because there totally is.
Yeah.
There totally is.
So
and
we
yes,
were
Jodi,
thrilled.
sharing that. Is a big deal. I mean, you're a very open person, so for you, is it hard to talk about?
Okay, but I always say this.
Because you made it seem like it was super easy to share.
Like, I always say this, and I've said it before. It's you and I having a conversation in a room with nobody else.
In the basement. I know!
So I can tell you anything here, and I do. And I think that's why I come off as extremely open. But mental health and anxiety is something I feel like we should scream at the top of our lungs because it's super important. Because the more we talk about it, the more you're in silence, the more sad and depressed you get, and like just a spiral down you could get.
And I mean, what I think the most important thing is go to your doctor. Find a doctor you like, because there's a lot of ways to improve that, right? And there's a lot of things that you can do in your life that make that better. But you're so right as far as just sharing stuff here in the basement, literally in the basement. There's nobody
here.
home. And then we really don't think about putting it out onto YouTube where
Georgia, I'm thirsty.
Do the laundry.
Is Georgia home?
No.
Is Jackson home?
No.
Nobody's home.
Everybody's working except for me. Well, I was at work a little bit, but no, I would say it wasn't much of a work day today.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love that we share.
I do too.
And
I'll talk about it anytime. You know what? There isn't, if I'm talking about my vagina.
I was just going to say, I have cramps. Does anybody want to hear about that?
There
No.
isn't much I won't talk about, especially mental illness. I think it's so...
No, it's important. A real, I mean, we joke about other things.
Yeah.
But that's something serious and real. And
we just talk about our life.
I guess so.
Like that affects our life. Menopause affects our life.
Absolutely.
All that stuff. So we are so super excited.
I'm so glad that was a positive thing for a lot of people and that it made a difference to a lot of people.
You're not alone, people.
Oh, you are not alone. You know what? So I did in the last few weeks, my husband and I went away for a few days, and part of that was I went to Stitches West for the day. And that was awesome. Like in the last few weeks, that was sort of the big thing for me. I went away for a few days with my husband. And
was it amazing at Stitches?
Stitches is a great show. It's big, and it's kind of all one giant convention center. You remember?
Did you get through it all?
Mm-hmm.
Because we did not get through it all.
Pretty sure. I would say 90%.
Okay,
I don't think I got to like the last two aisles.
Yeah.
But everybody that I sort of thought, oh, I would really love to go say hi in person, or I never saw their stuff in person before. I really want to see it. I did. So on Friday, I met our friend Trish and a bunch of knitters for breakfast. And then we spent the whole day in the marketplace. Trish and I just wandered and shopped and enabled each other and just chatted for the day, and it was really great.
Because I'm always behind you. It's like, you like that, get it in every color.
Right.
Should I? Yes.
Oh. And I mean, it was great to meet
Was Trish
knitters.
like that?
She had been shopping already the day before, so she was already like, let's pull it in a little bit. But she bought another
Did you buy lots?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Are you going to show us today?
Do you know what? Yes, I'm going to show you
good.
the stuff I brought home. Some people sent some beautiful things home for us to give away or knit with. I love going to knitting events. I forget how tiring it is.
It's concrete on the floor.
Like you're on your feet all day, and it doesn't seem like a big deal. But then at 5 o'clock rolls around, and you just think, I need a nap. I need my feet up.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine all those days that the vendors are on their feet, because it's Thursday night, all day Friday, all day Saturday.
Is it Thursday
all
night?
Day Sunday.
Do we get to go to the marketplace Thursday night?
At DFW?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what their schedule is. But Stitches, if you took a class Thursday during the day, there was a limited marketplace for 3 hours. You could shop, but only if you took a class that day.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people choose to
I
take
actually
a class.
don't think that it's that way for DFW. I think the marketplace opens Friday.
Yeah, so we could say that in next month we're going to be in Texas, and I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, but get ready. Mark your calendars. We would like to see you at the Podcaster Meetup. We'll talk more about it, but it's going to be fun.
It is. So if you have a podcast, come. If you like to watch podcasts and you want to meet people that are, normally on YouTube, but you want to say hi in person, come. And there'll be like a little Q&A session for about 30 minutes, and then just hanging out, meeting
It is
knitters.
going to be in the Fibertorium.
I think details are still being worked out, but once you get there, people will know where it is.
Yeah.
And so don't make us stand there by ourselves. Please come say hello.
Yeah.
What are you excited about to go to Texas? We've wanted to go to Texas for a long time.
People bringing us Dove chocolate. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Can I just say right now, that stuff weighs so much that when you try and put it in a suitcase and bring it home, please don't bring Dove chocolate. Jodi!
I know. We could mail it back.
Okay, we could mail it back.
We could give it to Diane
honestly,
to mail
as
it
much
back.
as we love getting it,
It's heavy.
It's
Sorry.
so heavy. And airlines are so mean these days. They make you pay for everything.
Yeah.
But our friend Diane just speaks. So Diane, Suburban Stitcher, she's going to be a vendor, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
Everybody just speaks so highly of the event. And I can't wait to just go.
Yeah, we just thought, let's go.
What are these crazy people in Texas doing that are such crazy knitters?
I know.
We need to go see what's happening there.
I know.
So that's really fun.
It's a good time of year for us, too.
Yeah. April's perfect. And it's not too hot in Texas, apparently. So please, no heat waves.
Right.
I can't even handle it. We did get a housewarming, like, welcome to Texas package in the mail. So this might be a good time to do it. So the ladies...
I've not seen this yet.
No, you haven't. Apparently, they eat something called beaver nuggets in Texas. Taste test.
Okay, those look good.
Taste test. And this is from the lovely ladies at McKinney Knittery. McKinney Knittery, which is a local yarn shop out that way. This is super cute. Look, it's actually like a map of Texas on there, and it's a needle gauge, but it's shaped like Texas.
It's like a sugar puff cereal.
It looks like corn pops to me.
Shaped like a cheesy, covered in maple.
And they have little custom stitch markers they send us
this
too.
is
So
so
we're
cute.
each going to get one of those. Okay, let me see. Of course they eat beaver nuggets in Texas. They sent us salsa, which is called Truly Texas Fiesta Salsa.
Okay.
Guess what I'm making for dinner?
Yay!
We should split that jar so we can each try it.
Did everybody participate in Shrove Tuesday pancake dinner last night?
Yep.
Okay.
That almost has,
Maple.
like, is there a maple in there? Like, it tastes like syrup. Probably just corn syrup,
Corn
right?
syrup.
It's so sugary and delicious. I really do. I wonder if they put this in a bowl with milk, because it would be amazing as cereal.
I gotta put it away.
It's like the
You gotta
sugary...
put it on your side.
And then they sent pecan brittle made right in McKinney,
Okay.
Texas. Again, yum.
Taste test.
And so this is the cutest little welcome to Texas package. I love it. Hey, barbecue sauce. This one it's called Rudy's Country Store Barbecue. This is their original. And this one's called Sissy Sauce. So I imagine it's super mild, and this one's maybe spicy.
Oh,
So we'll have to split those up.
I wish my dad was here. Giant brittle fan.
Totally. And then
This is
somebody
excellent.
sent us, one of their knitters at the shop made apple butter at Christmas. That is like handmade at someone's home apple butter.
Love apple butter.
Look at the good color she got on that. Hey, that's going to be delish.
Thank you for thinking
So
of us.
thanks, Texas ladies. We feel so welcome already. But yeah, come on, this is like crack. You're going to eat the whole bag.
Oh my God, these are terrible.
Yum.
This is breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing today.
Me either. I'm super bad at breakfast. I need to get better.
I bought little yogurt cups, and I always have my favorite granola, and there's always fruit in the fridge, so I'm trying to do that every morning.
Even if you make a smoothie like the night before and it's just in the fridge, you could stir it up and eat it.
I buy little portions of cheese,
Yeah.
so I've been trying to grab even an apple and a couple of those on the ride to drop the kids at school. Like, that would be enough, an apple and some cheese.
Oh, for sure. Okay. I feel like we should try this
Don't.
barbecue sauce. Yes.
Don't.
Jody.
What? This is sissy sauce. Does
Yeah,
that
we're
mean-
going to try the real one.
No, thank we're not.
Put your finger in it.
No?
Jody.
Oh, the flavor's delicious.
Yum.
Reminds me of Nutty Club.
Okay, it's vinegary, and I taste a lot of pepper. I would buy this by the jug.
Yes, you would. For real.
Oh, this is super good.
And so this would be the same one, I'm
Rudy's
guessing?
Country Store. Okay, open it up. I mean, we might as well just see what the difference is. Maybe that one's sweeter. This one is,
No.
I would not call it spicy, but peppery and super. Another one? I imagine this on ribs. But even burgers.
But it doesn't have an overwhelming smoky, which I'm
But
loving.
it gives you the zing of flavor. Like, it's not just a ketchup-y barbecue sauce. There's a lot of vinegar and
I like
pepper. Okay, I love them both.
So
We should get this away from the yarn, but oh my God, I love the...
Let me just set it right behind
I'm
us
gonna
on
bring
the shelf.
some of those home. I wonder if I could bring that home.
That was
I wonder if I could buy it
nice.
online.
I bet you
bet I
Amazon.
could.
Anyway, that's really good. So anyone tuning in,
Yeah.
we're the grocery girls.
Oy vey.
So someone might not know we're a knitting
No,
podcast.
they probably think that we are a Canadian weather, boring birthday update,
Yeah.
and food taste test podcast.
Yeah.
But we are. So Grocery Girls means it's our family business. During the day, we work at our family grocery store. Our parents have been in the business over 50 years, which is amazing. It's
Yeah.
such an accomplishment. Our kids work there. My husband works there. It's a big part. It's been a huge part of our life. And so when we were
It's
trying...
our day job.
Oh, yeah. It's the only real job. Everything else is extra. But I love it. I love it. And when we were trying to figure out a name for our one video that we were going to put on YouTube, we thought we needed an... And that was kind of the best we could do at the time. But I have to say, I really love it. It is who we are.
Yes, it is who we are. It's at the core of who we are.
Yeah. So that was 2016. We became Grocery Girls and put a video on. In 2018, I noticed there's actually another, if you look online, there are 2 other Grocery Girls in the UK. And their thing has to do with grocery stores. Something about...
They're called the Grocery Girls?
They're called Grocery Girls.
How can they be called that?
Well, I don't know.
Are we Grocery Girls Knit?
No, but even just...
You can't have the same exact
Well,
name.
I follow the hashtag Grocery Girls. And so Grocery Girls... It means something else in the UK. They have, it's all business related about women in the grocery industry.
Actually, there was a funny there was an Instagram post about nominating your favorite grocery girl in the grocery industry. And I'm thinking...
I bet you it was them.
I think it was them.
Did they say us?
Yeah, I was thinking, am I going to get...
Anyway, so there are British Grocery Girls. So it would be kind of fun to meet the British Grocery
21
Girls.
minutes of babble.
Oh my gosh,
I'm so sorry.
I hope everybody has fast forwarded at this point. Thank you for reminding us to introduce ourselves. Jodi, Tracie, actual sisters.
Yeah.
Actual grocery store workers.
Yeah, it's all real, people. We are real.
It's the real deal.
We had our friend Kelly from Lethbridge message us saying, I'm sending you a little something because when I read this print, it reminded me of what I think of you and your podcast.
This was super kind.
Can you read it?
No, I think we should take it out of the bag because it's very glary.
She sent us 2, and it's from Home Row Fiber Company.
Yes, this is something you can purchase from them, from Home Row.
Look at the back of it, too.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Home Row Fiber Company. And it's sort of just like a manifesto or just a beautiful statement.
Can you read it for us?
We are knitters through knitting. Why do I have to do this backwards? I can't. It's backwards for me to read it like that.
Oh, I'm going to give you a second one.
Okay,
oh my God,
I will
so
read it.
smart.
I'm trying to read it backwards. I was like, I don't think I can do it. We are knitters. Through knitting, we have found our community, our home. We're all welcome here. Stitch by stitch, row by row, we lift our community up. We are united by our moral fiber. We are what we create. We are the company that we keep. Handmade, homegrown, heartfelt. We are the wielders of needles, and we believe in the magic of sticks and string. Somebody with a great sense of words.
Yes.
Made, like, that's the sentiment I feel like that we all can connect to.
And I couldn't ever put it into words.
And just, clipped and short like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it really, by saying we all the time, it really is a community-based
It means all of
thing.
us. Every color,
every single
every
one
shape,
of us.
every creed, every...
Whatever you like to do
gender.
with yarn, it's just all about the fiber community. And I love that we lift our community up. We are united by our moral fiber. Right? People are people. You just want the people that believe the same things you do. I love it. And I have to say, going to Stitches, we had just put out a video where we talked about inclusivity in the knitting community.
Yeah.
And going to Stitches, it made it all worth it. There were so many ladies that came up and said how much that meant to them.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is not, I mean, you never know how things are going to go over. And it's certainly not about us, but the fact that we could say a few words that made people feel better, or that made them feel included, or that made them feel like, because in our hearts, yes, we include you all. Every single one of you.
Yeah.
But there were not just one or two ladies that came up, many ladies came up on their own.
I love that.
I got to hug a lot of knitters.
Yay.
And that is by far the best part. Yes, I bring home yarn because I'm an addict and I just can't not. But the best part was meeting and hugging and just
I agree.
meeting people.
Meeting the
So
knitters.
that made me really excited for us to go together to DFW and really, because it's more fun. It's not the same to go without you.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree. That's why I've had a couple of times Terry from Feather Your Nest would have loved to have hosted something in her shop, but you're never there.
I know.
So,
it feels super weird.
Yeah.
And really, I just thought, I'm just a knitter. I'm just here. You know, I'm not here as grocery girls, but it's super fun to be able to meet people. And you're always a grocery girl wherever you go. So
these are $10 from
the card.
No, the posters.
And so Kelly sent that to us as a thank you for.
Yes.
Our.
So she said.
I love that
because she said you're so awesome.
So touching.
Aren't
And
we?
the best news is we get to see Kelly this weekend. We're gonna go have dinner with her. We're gonna bring our knitting and we're gonna take over a booth somewhere.
I should have started I'll start a new thread on text because we texted and then she met. You don't have her phone number, do you?
No, I've always just talked to her on Instagram.
Okay, so I'm gonna start a new thread on our phones.
And Kelly knits all the swatches for Mrs. Brown's bags.
Yeah, she has
Rock star.
like all year. God, she's done it for months and months and months.
she's
So I
amazing.
couldn't do it without Kelly.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Should we show some knitting?
Yes, please start.
Okay,
showing
it's
us
26
some knitting.
minutes. Oy vey.
I think that was.
It's been 3 weeks. We've missed you all.
We've missed
We've
you
missed
so
you guys.
much.
We have a lot to talk about. We talk a lot.
Show me something you're working on.
Would you like to see a sweater I finished?
How about an FO, bitch?
How about
What's that?
Let's crank out the things I'm wearing. I am wearing. I should find
Tracie.
my dark cloud.
Look at this beautiful
by
ribbing.
Hohi Locatelli. So we were test knitting this in January, and it was a super,
I failed.
well, you were injured.
I was
You
injured.
got injured, so that was a huge bummer. But I knit it, and I loved knitting it because I love garter stitch, and it's very like a simple and fast knit. And I loved the yarn I used. I used Ultra Alpaca by Barocco yarn.
But this is not the yarn that she's asking for.
No. So when you purchase the pattern Dark Cloud, you'll see that it's made with a bulky yarn, which means and it's even faster.
Yeah.
I didn't have a sweater quantity of bulky yarn, and I really just wanted to do I use some stash.
Yeah.
I do. I have a lot of yarn, so
Yeah.
let's use it. And I absolutely love it. Like this color, it's
Tracie.
coming across
It's very oatmeal.
very beigey, but there is like when you look, there's little blotches of like there's gray, like there's a wash of gray
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
kind of on it, but it is 50% Peruvian wool, 50% baby alpaca, and it's a commercial yarn by Barocco.
It's so soft.
Jodi, I can knit 10 sweaters in this yarn.
It knits beautifully. Did you have to seam it?
No. So you do
I
little
love
pieces
it.
that you put together, and then you pick up stitches, you know, when you knit your front down, and then you come back and you pick up stitches and knit the back down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super relaxing. There's not a lot of shaping and stuff like that, which I love. I want to show you guys the picture of Hohi's because it's actually a poncho. Like it's knit as a poncho where the ribbing is open on the sides.
Yes.
So, but because my yarn was finer, worsted weight, I always swatch, but I really, really needed to swatch this time with a substitution of yarn. I used the same needle in Hohi's pattern and used my thinner yarn and did my gauge swatch. So I got a completely different gauge than the pattern calls
It's way
for.
off.
Yes. So I think the pattern is 18 stitches. It is 18 stitches on a 5mm needle, and I got 16.5 stitches on a 5mm needle, which would make it, you know, if I just chose to knit the large or whatever, it would turn out much bigger. That's a lot of stitches extra.
Did you do math?
I did math.
Tracie, you should teach a mini class on this.
I did math. I did a gauge swatch, and then there's gorgeous Hohi. I mean, it is gorgeous exactly the way it's written. I just wasn't sure I would wear a poncho as much. I really wanted to wear it a lot. So a worsted weight sweater, we live in Canada. There's a giant chunk of the year I can wear a worsted weight sweater. Even this could be a transitional piece in the spring or the fall as like your kind of jackety.
You could have that in September.
Totally.
On a cool day.
So I'm wearing it with a long sleeve t-shirt right now, but you could wear it over like a shirt with a collar and like a denim shirt or a blousey type thing, or just a tank top if you want to. But Hohi's pattern is absolutely beautiful. I love garter stitch. I was worried all the garter bumps would be like super unflattering, you know, like as horizontal stripes. I don't think it is.
Actually, it's the first time I've seen. Well, I saw your pictures, which were funny and really pretty. All of the. I can't believe you posted that one of your face.
Stupid.
That's hilarious. I loved it. It's like couldn't be more real.
Oh no, later.
It's like, wasn't it a picture this way?
Oh, it was up. It was like I'm trying to use a selfie stick. Which let me tell you, it was $9 at the airport. It's junk,
but it works.
It kind of worked, but it's like. It's popping out of the clip, and it's like taking pictures of me as I'm like looking down, it's like up your nose, up your double chin.
It was so funny.
It was, nobody was home to take a picture for me, and I just wanted to get a picture on Ravelry and be done.
So today was the first day I actually saw it in person. You guys, it is one of those shapes, not unlike a turtle dove, a boxy, not quite as with so much ease. It's that gorgeous shape that just flatters your figure.
I just feel like when you are like a certain shape and you wear boxy type things, I just think the fit is really important when you wear that, because I think if you have a gigantic amount of ease and it's super. I don't know all the. I mean, we took a great boxy sweater class from Hohi when she was here.
I don't remember one thing she said.
She explained it so well.
Yes, she did.
And I still want to make a boxy. I just think her designs work so well for so many of us in the ease. And I think she likes to wear stuff like this too. She likes to wear comfy stuff. This is effectively like throwing on a sweatshirt, only it looks 1,000 times better.
She just adds little details. It's not fussy. I would say Hohi, I mean, there are designs of hers that are fussy in a good way, like her beautiful cabled jackets. These sort of non-fussy, gorgeous pieces are everyday wearing.
Yeah. And so I did the neck a smidgen longer, probably double what she called for in the pattern.
Yeah.
But that's like the onty thing I changed. I knit the pattern as written, but as I knit the front, I steam blocked it. Because I was super worried about it being too long, too big, too whatever.
Yeah.
So everything that I did that was different it has nothing to do with the numbers in the pattern. I knit it to the pattern, but it's all on my Ravelry page. And
what's that?
I know, Shockaroony, and I would never remember it if I didn't put it on Ravelry.
You'd have to do it immediately.
I have to do it immediately, like as I'm. I write on my patterns, and so I've got notes on them, and I have to put them straight on Ravelry, or I'll never remember. And I would happily knit this again in a worsted weight yarn. I've got my brain going, thinking it would just be amazing with a mohair. Like a DK and a mohair.
I'm casting on a sweater this weekend. It's Shipwreck, my DK Shipwreck.
Yum. Mm-hmm. So anyway, this is my FO this week, and I could not love it anymore. I'm super proud of it. I think it looks good.
No, it looks great.
It's a color that I think is just, I'm going to wear so much. It's going to look great with jeans. It's going to look great with everything.
It's such a beautiful shape.
And I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's a super quick knit.
I have started mine. I've done about 6 inches of the front.
Garter.
Yes.
A little bit of ribbing. And really, for the seaming on the side, I just had a tail there from doing your ribbing. And I just seamed maybe this much and left the other half not.
Yeah, that's what I did on lemongrass too.
Because that'll hide lumps and bumps. When it's seamed a little bit, then I can wear it a little more. But anyway, Hohi is super generous and adorably sweet, and she sent us a coupon code. So if you would like to just pick up the Dark Cloud pattern, maybe you want to knit one for yourself, you can use the code GROCERYGIRLS until March 15th, and she's giving us 20% off. Yay. I think that's so generous and
Can
so
I
kind.
take this? I will add it to the description box below, the coupon code.
Okay. Maybe we'll take picture. I'll take a picture of it. I'll need it too for the. And so people.
No, we'll just make notes before I go. Perfect.
People still say, "Where are your show notes?"
People, don't ask that again. Right under the video, there's a little arrow in the description box that extends the description box. Yeah. It's not the comments. It's the description box that you can extend.
Yeah.
And in that description box is a link that you just have to click on.
Yeah. And it'll take you to Ravelry.
Yes, it'll take you right to the Grocery Girls Ravelry homepage.
Yes, and you'll see the whole list of, they call them threads, it's topics. There'll be something that says show notes episode 74.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. And you will get links to every pattern we talk about, every shop we talk about, every yarn we talk about. Not just a list, but a link. You click on that
Tracie
and it takes you
rocks.
right there. It really is super easy to do.
So she's not going to type in Grocery Girls for you, but she will link the
I'll link
dark
the
cloud
pattern, and I will have it in bold, the coupon code, and I'll say
Good.
till March 15th. So
Yeah.
it's super easy.
How long does it take to do show notes?
I would say it's for sure within the hour. Like, and once in a while I'll miss a thing or two and go back in there and add
Sure.
it again. But half an
About
hour,
For half an hour to
half
an
an
hour?
hour to 45 minutes, somewhere in there. But
It's awesome. That's
honestly, I could just knit hohies
we're such big fans.
all the time. From the days I called her Jodi, I was a fan.
And Alicia.
Yeah.
We're such silly girls.
Giant dorks, in case you did not know that. But that was a super pleasant knit and super fast. Like when people are thinking,
Yeah.
I need a Rhinebeck sweater, I need a sweater in a month, easy peasy, you can do it.
Yes.
What are you working on, Jode?
I have a new
Do you have
shawl.
FOs?
I have one.
Okay, this is the FOs. FO, finished objects. Jodi. Oh my God, I can't believe you never showed me
Look
this.
at Tracie, I just knit it, started it on Thursday.
You're so good.
So this is called Birch Tree. It is not yet on Ravelry.
This is a Jodi Brown design.
Look, you guys, it's 120 inches.
Jodi, I love this.
Do you know what I wanted? First of all, it had to be non-fussy. It had to be non-lacy and
love
non-fussy.
garter stitch?
Because I won't knit it. So
It had to be DK. That's your
it
favorite.
had to be DK.
Yeah.
It had to be crescent shape.
Jodi, this is awesome.
But what I did do is I knit this on a 6mm needle, which enabled me to get a little more length out of because it was a.
I love a loose gauge.
I do too. But these are slip stitches.
Oh, that's so fun.
Slipped for 3 rows, and then it just sort of makes this little elongated loop, which I think is really fun.
I am totally knitting
And then
this.
you guys, super easy. These are just yarn overs, knit 2 together.
Oh, I love that simple lace.
So this is the type of shawl.
Put it on. Show us how you wear it.
This is the type of shawl
so
that's,
good
you
at that.
guys, super easy. It's one of those in front of the TV because it's just repeating ridiculously easy sections.
Don't you love garter stitch though?
Yeah.
I love garter
But
stitch.
what I wanted to make sure it was thin. Like I wanted it narrow,
Yeah.
but super long. But see, these are going to hang down to my thigh.
And they'll weight it.
Yeah. But
And when you
could
wear it,
also
that
do
lace
it.
is there. I love the contrast color.
You could also do it one more time and have,
Yes.
have your 2 dangles. So it wraps 3 times.
Jodi, that looks amazing on you.
So it's out for testing right now. Kelly, I swear to God, this girl doesn't sleep.
Can you please send me the pattern so I can start it?
Okay, absolutely. Tracie,
Because I would love to knit it.
wait till you see. Okay, you guys. Oh, I can't
Okay,
show
tell
you
us
from
about
my
the
phone.
yarn.
Okay, this is Yarn Ink.
Yum.
In the solid blue. No, it's tonal with some specks of dark.
I love that speckle.
Mist.
Okay.
And then this variegated one is birch.
Such a good color.
That's
from
why it's
her.
called the birch tree.
I love it.
So it's hard.
Oh, the naming? Don't even get me started
Yeah.
on naming.
So
Jodi, this is awesome. Like awesome.
I love it. You know what's very important?
Come on. Tassels?
Other than tassels, what goes without saying. If you want the big contrast, like there are some areas in this that see this stitch you can't really see as well because it's speckled with the same blue on the
yes.
mist. So it's really important if you want that to pop to make sure it's a very high contrast with your main. So this requires 2 skeins of main color.
Oh, 2 of the main color.
2
okay.
of the main color and 1 of these, and you use most of them.
So you could do DK, you could do, well, I was
Some
going
of
to
the
say,
girls-
I was going to say worsted, but then there's not enough yardage. You'd have to need
Yeah.
another extra skein. But
couple-
DK is awesome.
DK is awesome. A couple of the girls are holding fingering together.
Oh, sure. That's a great
Wouldn't
idea.
that be great?
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. I might put that note if they have weights on it in the pattern. If you don't have the DK.
Well, ask your testers to weigh their yarn.
Yeah. So I can make that note in the pattern.
And then take an average of what they've used, and you can just say that testers use this much.
So I wanted to get this out of testers quite quickly. So you should see, like, the first page of my pattern that it's got the title. It's got the picture of the shawl on the blocking mats on my floor.
That's okay.
Right? That's the first picture. Well, the second picture has pattern notes empty. All it has is yarn and what I used. The rest of the page is empty. The only thing is really correct is the third page, which is the pattern. And then I can just start tweaking
But here's the thing. A shawl like this, gauge is not super important.
Gauge isn't important.
So it is important if you only have a certain amount of yarn and you're trying to make sure you don't go over. But if you really have, I mean, you could use scraps for this.
You guys, use...
This is one of those ones, every band could be a different color.
I was just going to say, use two. Like... Change your stripes color. Have every stripe a different color.
Yeah.
Use your imagination.
And I love these things that we don't have to think about too much. It doesn't matter what our gauge is. And you could just have fun with the colors you have. I'm totally knitting this. I would really love to knit this.
I'll send it to you today.
I need a new cast on so badly. The things I'm working on, I've been working on for a long time. And I need something that's just
This is like one of those not even think about and watch TV. It's that. And you know what I did? I did a double increase here, which made this really pretty. Like it was knit yarn over, knit yarn over.
Oh, on the edges.
Yeah, so you have 2 rows.
Jodi,
anyway.
I love it. Congratulations.
I started with a garter tab that was way bigger because I hate that big bump you get.
Yeah.
You still get a bit of a bump, but I started with a garter tab that was...
Garter tabs are awesome.
So you picked up 10 stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that really does eliminate that weird bump.
Yeah, I had to pull on it to eliminate it, though.
Well, yeah, but that, you know, as this is scrunched around your neck, nobody's going to notice the half inch of...
Like I tell you, the person who can get rid of this bump altogether...
is pulling the heck out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you notice it. And
anyway,
in a way that's detrimental in any way.
I was really excited about this.
I would expect so. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I wonder if I have 2 skeins. I do have 2 skeins of one color.
Or fingering, Tracie.
Yes. Oh.
Then you need 3 colors for fingering.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, this is going to be one of those things that you can just make a million different ways. That is so fun.
And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do 5. Like I like an odd number.
Did that use your whole skein?
Almost.
Yeah.
And then with the tassels, I have about this much left.
Good.
I actually wanted to... I had enough to do 4 rows with... but not 5. And I wanted to do an odd number, so I just left it at 3.
I like that. And I think it's good when you do your sample and there's a bit left over, because then everybody knits at different gauges, and you don't want
people to run out.
No. So I think, and I love the width of that edging.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
It is pretty.
Okay.
And that color is beautiful on you.
That was this week.
So that's a new pattern coming very soon.
It'll be next time we podcast.
In 2 weeks, it'll be out.
It'll be for sure out. Maybe within a week.
Oh my God, that's so fast. Maybe we should podcast next week then.
No.
Instead of being one extra week, maybe we should do it.
No, that's too much work. We'll have our kits to do.
Oh my God, I don't want to go to work. Yes, we do have lots of fun
things
to do.
There's been a lot of work going on at IGA. Like I said the other day, there was like 45 minutes of complete silence.
I know. And Jodi's like, we are working way too hard.
Way too much work going on.
Which is not the norm. We do work in the same office.
Of chatting.
We work in the same office, so there's a lot of giggling and other things happening. So, okay, you want to see my FO?
Okay.
Or no, my work in progress.
Can we just pause for a moment of silence for Luke Perry?
Stop.
Okay,
Jodi.
90210 was my jam. I watched it with Mom every week.
I was married at home and I watched it. It was on the night Jeff would work late.
Oh my God.
I would get out my stair stepper. No, I'm not even kidding you. I used to have a stair.
Yes!
I used to have a step, and I would do like step aerobics. No, I can't even say this out loud. It's what I did. I would do step aerobics.
She was
Jane
in spandex.
Fonda. And then I would watch 90210.
I was devastated to hear that.
You know what?
Week.
I did not understand people that loved Brandon. Ew. Like there was only... Come on. Come on.
He was the good boy.
Dylan was the one that was by far the hot guy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and it's funny.
I'm sorry, Jason Priestley, who is Canadian, but it was Dylan all the way.
All the way. Our generation knew Luke Perry as 90210.
Yes.
And then this generation, you guys, he's Riverdale. He's Archie's dad.
Yeah, so is that a good show? I know a lot of the teenagers like
We're
it, but
not
would I like
targeted.
it? I wouldn't like it, right?
No.
Okay, good.
I watched the first season, and I
used to love Archie comics, but I feel like some of those teenage shows, I can't. I just can't.
Loved the first season, but then it took a direction. It's just like, oh no,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
targeting me. I get it.
You know what? So he had a couple of massive strokes and died at such a young age.
That's crazy young to have a massive stroke.
I think there's a lot of people in our age group right now. Super, like, it's very tragic. Very
A lot
sad.
of people in our age group thinking, I got to get checked at the doctor.
Well, I hope people go to the doctor. I hope people,
Yeah.
and as much as I hate going for a physical.
Who likes to get weighed by a stranger?
Weighed, poked, prodded. And you know, every time I go, I come home and think, well, that wasn't as bad as
Every time.
much as I was dreading it.
Yes.
You're being stupid. Just
Yeah.
go get it done. Go get a mammogram. Do what she says. It's really important if you want to live. You want to
Yeah.
live a long life and be here to annoy your family for a long time.
So our doctor's policy is if you don't come within 12 or 13 months of your last visit, she will not take you as a patient anymore.
What?
Yes, because I missed 1 year. Last
She
year,
said she was going to not
I
take you?
phoned. She said, you're not a patient of ours anymore. And I went, what? My only saving grace is every time I needed a prescription refill for my cholesterol,
Yeah.
the drugstore would phone them and they would approve it. So they were approving.
Oh,
So I was
I'm actually due for a physical, so I've got to
Go,
go.
Tracie,
Yeah,
go.
I've got to go.
Anyway, so I was super, super sad.
Yeah, that was that just happened the other day. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always terrible when you hear about that kind of stuff, but it did kind of hit home
Yeah.
and then you think 52. Come on, that's
God, we are knocking on
like
52.
my husband's 53.
Yeah. Jeff's super.
Like
I mean-
that's just way too close to home.
Yeah. But maybe he had an underlying, who knows? It's just sad.
It is super sad.
Okay, show us
Thanks
what you've
for
got.
bumming
I
me
know.
out.
I just had to. He was my guy.
I know.
Anyway.
And he's still hottie at 52. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Super hot.
Good Lord.
Okay. I
Tracie.
also have been banging it out with my mountain mist.
Are you paying any attention to your family?
No. Why? Do you want to know why I have a giant pile of laundry?
Yeah.
Because I've been knitting.
Tracie, this is so
Do you like it?
beautiful.
Do you like
You
it?
said to me the other day, what made me think of picking this green? This green is stunning.
Well, I just totally copied Alexa. We saw Alexa of Tin Can Knits wearing this color,
Yeah.
and it looked amazing on her. So the next day, I was like, this is the color I need. And now I'm knitting it going, this is not in my wheelhouse, typically, this green.
I actually think
But don't you like it?
it could fall into a neutral.
It's very dark.
Very dark.
Yeah.
It's going to go with a lot of stuff you wear.
I think so too.
Jeans,
So,
cute.
Believe it or not, you've knit all these colorwork sweaters. This is the first colorwork sweater I've knit.
Ever?
Because I haven't knit throwback. I haven't knit. Yeah, this is my first. No, I'm knitting the floozy, but it's mosaic knitting. This is stranded colorwork, so I have two kind of on the needles. But I got my first sleeve done.
Did you like how it fit?
It fits awesome.
Isn't it a baggier sleeve?
I
Doesn't look like there's a ton of decreases.
So I decreased one row sooner. So in the pattern, they say every 6 rows decrease. I decreased every 5 rows because my arms are shorter. And I wanted
Right.
to make sure that I got down to that same number.
Sure.
It fits awesome. It fits
Tracie.
great. So those are, and these little markers are marking where I did all my decreases so I can make my next sleeve the same. And I did the only thing I've changed so far is the ribbing. I did 1x1 rib instead of 2x2 rib, which is in the pattern.
On the bottom as well?
Yeah, and the neck. I just
Okay.
like 1x1 rib. And I did a tubular bind.
Yes, you did.
Come on. It makes a big difference. Don't
It looks,
you think?
It looks professional.
It really does.
It looks profesh now that you've done the... Yeah, I love it.
It makes me wish I had done a tubular cast on, but I don't think it.
Would that make a big difference at your collar?
It will just look like this.
I think you should rip out the sweater.
Yeah, right. No. I mean, I could rip out the ribbing and knit up and do
Don't
a
you
tubular
dare.
bind off. I'm so not doing it. I just want to finish it. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm doing a split hem.
Love this.
So instead of doing ribbing in the round, I will do 2 flat sections.
Back and forth.
Back and forth ribbing. 4 inches on the back, 2 inches on the front.
Did you start with the back?
I started with the back.
I always start with the short. You're good. I always start with the easy
No,
first.
I want to get it done. So all of this yarn is by Sweet Fiber, and I got it at Knit City last year.
Will this be your Knit City sweater this year?
Maybe. I'm hoping to have more sweaters between now and Knit City.
So you'll have one.
But
for
I'll
each
wear this
day.
for sure because
You got to get a
Sweet
picture with
Fiber.
Alexa. You and Alexa wearing your mountain mist.
She'll probably have something even more
I know,
awesome.
but it's still
But
fun.
it would be fabulous.
Okay, and she was
do that.
at Stitches West.
It was such a nice surprise to see her.
Did
there.
you know she was there?
No.
Was she vending?
She was at a yarn shop's table signing copies of Strange Brew. And I don't know if she was teaching or not. They have a giant teaching schedule.
Did you go up to her and say, "Can you sign my copy?"
She came up to me. I got this giant hug. I was so happy.
I love her.
And I said to her, and this is what got me. Who doesn't? I love
she's
her.
sweet.
But this is what got me way back on my mountain mist because she was wearing hers and it looked amazing. And I said to her, I took out my marker. This was not even close to this when I took it to Stitches.
I realized that.
It was like maybe to here. But I took this and a sock on my trip, and I put like this many inches on the body over the 5 days that we were gone.
Okay, maybe Mountain Mist has got to be my next.
Jody's so quick.
Okay, done. I'm casting it on today.
It's
I have a bug.
Super quick. If you want to try, and anybody out there wants to do like your first colorwork sweater, I did the yoke in a day.
I know. It's addictive. You can't put it
You
down.
can't put the colorwork down.
Have you blocked it at all?
I did steam the top a little bit just to see. And
Look
then
how beautiful that yarn blooms.
And so let me tell you, I put my stitches on, like these are on 2 needles right now. The front is on one. And I tried this on. Like it says knit to so many inches, but you know what? To get it to fit you perfectly.
Well, your body is different.
You should measure a sweater that you love the fit of in your closet and knit it to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the pattern's amazing, and if you knit it to the way it's written, it will be fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you want it to fit you like something else in your closet, don't be afraid to just try it on halfway through. Just make sure your stitches are on 2 needles so they don't pop off.
Yeah, you have to put it. I usually put an extender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. So I love it. And I did bring my, what did I do? Is this my
I can't tell you how much
I must have left it upstairs.
Love it. What are you looking for?
Oh, my Strange Brew book. I had it with me and I must have left it upstairs. But
Is it under here?
every time I look at that book, I think, I want to knit every page in that book.
Yeah.
I'll be knitting another Strange Brew sweater before Knit City.
I saw a Strange Brew hat the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, on Instagram.
So Sweet Fiber, and it's this. I treated myself to the cashmere.
No.
Come on, touch it.
You fluked on it.
Touch it.
You had no idea what you bought.
You're right. I didn't even know that till I said to Jody, "Oh my God, we bought the merino cashmere."
Well, those ladies are smart. They put all the amazing cashmere on the center table.
I would do it again though.
Again.
Doesn't it feel?
Her yarn's pretty special.
It's amazing. And I mean, I knit my Hamilton in her regular merino. Love it. Wear it all the time. But there's something about this tiny bit, 10% of cashmere, that just
Melissa,
makes the luxury.
We need a worsted update, a cashmerino worsted update. Just saying.
Oy vey. I can't.
Don't you think? I need that update.
And I've been super monogamous. Maybe you shouldn't send me your shawl. Anyway, no, I want the shawl too.
Well, don't start my shawl, but just have it and just start it.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
I really want to start it. And I really want this to wear this.
Well, that could be done in a day.
Well, no. Probably. I mean,
We have the
sleeves
whole
take a
sleeve.
while.
Once you think
Sleeves
you're
take
done.
a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
And they're super boring. And I think that's part of the reason.
Yeah, they go kind of fast, but you're right. You've got some hours
Like,
still
that's
left.
why I switched from the body to a sleeve. Because I
see
was just,
that.
like, dying of boredom. But at the same time, it's great TV knitting. Because it's
That's
just
what
straight up knitting in the
Oh,
mouth.
and I have the most beautiful colors for my... I just spit at you. But I have, like, the shipwreck, and I have, like, a
Did you buy worsted?
green... Yes, I bought enough...
Jody, you need to get on it.
I bought yarn for that.
This weekend.
I think I've dipped in a little bit. That's why, Melissa, we need an update. I might have to dip into yours.
Let me tell you, you can have whatever I've got. You barely need anything for the top.
I know. You know what? I could order her mini sets,
You
but
could
they're
have-
fingering.
You could have little bits of worsted weight left over, and that's plenty.
Which I totally do.
Yeah, you don't need much
Yeah.
for the color work. And I think I bought extra. I'm not even going to need all the yarn I bought for this.
For the body.
No.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I think I'll have one extra skein. But I'm that
Perfect.
person. I purposely buy an extra skein because
I always do.
Oh my God, I didn't tell you.
What?
I've been alternating skeins the whole way, but I've been doing the helical knitting instead of... This is important. Sorry, if everybody's on board of my sweater now, I apologize. So if you look at the inside of my sweater, I don't have anywhere on here where it's twisting up and I'm changing skeins. And what I do instead, I slip the last 3 stitches. I have 2 balls of yarn attached. I've seen videos where people have 3 balls of yarn
Are you
attached.
knitting like one ball, one round, the next ball, another round?
So I did 1 round with 1 ball, and then when I attached my second one, I just slipped the last 3 stitches of the yarn that I was using, so I didn't knit them again, and I attached a new ball. And so every time I come around, I slip the last 3
So
stitches.
it's moving too.
You're moving where your yarn changes all the way around. But my beginning of round with my marker of like...
Never changes.
Never changes. You just keep slipping that marker, but as you're moving your yarn around... So there's no real like... I don't have twisted anywhere in here.
So you can't... I couldn't tell where you attached another yarn.
And let me tell you, you cannot tell.
How would one find that out? What's it called?
Helical knitting. I'll put a link in our show notes for a video. I don't know that I'm doing it 100% correctly because I've seen it where people do 3 balls of yarn at different, and it's the same technique. Slipping the last 3 stitches and just moving on. It sounds like, well, that sounds weird. And how do you even do that? No, you just do it. Slip the last 3 stitches and move on with your next
So
ball
you
of yarn.
have 3 working balls of yarn.
Well, I only had 2. I only did it with 2 because I just didn't want to
Okay.
be...
So you have 2
But
working
if you've
balls.
got a really heavily speckled yarn or something that's super layered, and it's going to make a big difference. If your skeins are super different,
Yeah.
I would say do the 3 balls. But Melissa's yarn, I feel like I could have just not alternated anything.
Really?
I think so.
Well, you had some different
I would rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, I'm the lazy one who couldn't care less. With.
Right. So don't do it then.
I would like to try. If it's that easy,
It is
I would like.
that easy.
Wow.
And when I split for the sleeves, I still had two nuggets of yarn from the ball that I was using.
How big are your nuggets?
The ball nuggets. They were pretty good size, I have to say. I saved those for when I started my sleeves. I started new yarn from here down so that when I start knitting my sleeve, one of my skeins is actually this yarn up here.
You just blew my mind.
Now, it probably doesn't make a difference with this yarn, but if your skeins are super different, it could look very different.
Yeah.
So I had maybe a third of a skein of those, and that I started alternating my sleeve with.
This green, I'm not drawn to this color, and green isn't in my wheelhouse.
I think it's
you
gonna
guys,
be good.
It's like the deepest, darkest tonal emerald.
I feel like, yeah, it's jade.
Foresty
it's
and jade's a good
dark.
knit, yeah.
Super dark.
I look forward.
It's called Marshland. If you're shopping in
Yes.
Sweet Fiber and you want this color,
It's called Marshland?
it's called Marshland.
Okay.
I have sweet rose gold, driftwood, shipwreck.
What came first, the sweater or the yarn color? Probably the yarn color.
You know what? I actually bought a gray to go up here.
Are you so thrilled you used I'm thrilled you used that.
I'm so in love, and I had an extra couple of skeins left from my Hamilton. I just really love this color.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to use it again. I really love it.
Yeah, I really love
So I don't think you can go wrong up here.
Did
can pick whatever color
you
you
use a whole skein up there?
want.
Of the pink? No.
No. And I did not alternate colors up here. I knew I wasn't going to need more than a skein.
I look so forward to my annual sweater quantity at Sweet Fiber.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And now, the last couple of years, now I look just as forward to a brand new tin can knit sweater
Oh, totally.
that I can pair with my Sweet
Totally.
Fiber yarn. Right?
Yep.
Oh, Tracie.
I will have, there's another one I've got another one that I really want to cast on in Strange Brew.
The all over?
No, it's actually a cropped one. It's fingering weight, so you may have just flipped right past
Yeah,
it.
I probably did.
But it's burgundy, and it's got just a color work up here that they've done. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But maybe that might be my summer sweater that I knit,
Sure.
and then it'll be ready for fall.
I like that.
Yeah. So somebody asked us.
Okay.
It was STP Judge on Ravelry.
Okay.
She's from Virginia. She wanted to know, what is our project planning process? And I kind of giggled because I thought, I don't know if I have a process.
You know what happens? I just finished this project yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything on the needles. Didn't know what I was going to do. Didn't think about it until I saw you pull that out. That's my process.
It really is. So the process is Instagram, typically.
Yes.
Like
When I see something I
yeah,
like.
or, I knew I really wanted to knit. When I bought the Tin Can Knits book, The Strange Brew, I knew I wanted to knit basically
More than
everything
one.
in it.
Yeah.
But I started with this one. I bought a sweater quantity to actually knit another pattern. But I changed it, so I'm knitting. I didn't.
It evolves. It changes.
It was all worsted weight, so I thought, whatever, I'll just knit what I want to knit.
Did you buy 2 worsted weight sweet fiber sweaters?
No.
Oh,
But I did buy enough to knit a different sweater.
nice.
So, but it works really well with this one. Process, I don't know. I'm already thinking ahead several garments. Things that I've got in my head that I want to knit a couple of things for summer, and I want to knit something else for Knit City.
But do you know what it is? Or not until you see it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Next time we podcast, I will have started a new garment in a summery fabric, and I've wanted to knit it for a year. So that's the process.
Have you talked about it? It's the Elton.
Maybe briefly.
It's the Elton.
See, how much do I love Elton, and I haven't done that yet either.
I'm ringing in my ears.
So that is the process.
Yeah.
It's a non-process. And sometimes it's because I've seen you knit something and I just think, well,
That's
obviously I need to knit that.
I
I would love a Marshland Jodi.
unlike a lot of other knitters who are very organized and very conscious of planning and purchasing yarn, I am not. I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
It's a great question because I think, maybe there is more of a process for some people, but I've got sweater quantities that I was so excited to buy and knit into something, and I just got I got totally distracted and I've knit something else. But they're there now, and I will still knit them.
I find myself, you're right. I find myself, if I buy sweater quantities and have it tagged to a certain sweater, and then I go and change things and buy a different sweater and change, I find I won't go back and knit that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sometimes. But honestly, like I said, I've got like a third to half of a floozy sweater knit. And I love it, and I love the yarn.
Is it fingering weight?
Yes. So it's taking longer, but you know what? I love it.
Tracie.
I'm totally finishing it. That will be I really want to knit this next summery thing, but then I think I'll focus on. And I feel like you have to kind of, when you're knitting garments, you can't be casting on 6 sweaters. If you want to wear them, you need to focus a little bit.
I do one at a time.
Which
2
is why
is okay.
worsted is awesome because they knit up so fast. I would never have 2 fingering weight sweaters on at the same time. No. I feel like that would just be, because I have that urge to cast on new things, that to satisfy that, like, oh my God, I've just wound up new yarn, and it's a fresh new project. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
So I get distracted like that.
Oh, the whole idea of casting on a sweater today makes me extremely happy.
Oh, and this sweater, it's super joyful. I think it's going to be that one of those ones that I wear all the time.
Yeah.
It's easy to wear. Can really want to knit this next summery thing, but then I think I'll focus on. And I feel like you have to kind of, when you're knitting garments, you can't be casting on 6 sweaters. If you want to wear them, you need to focus a little bit.
I do one at a time.
Which
2
is why
okay.
worsted is awesome because they knit up so fast. I would never have 2 fingering weight sweaters on at the same time. No. I feel like that would just be, because I have that urge to cast on new things. That to satisfy that, like, oh my God, I've just wound up new yarn, and it's a fresh new project. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
So I get distracted like that.
Oh, the whole idea of casting on a sweater today makes me extremely happy.
Oh, and this sweater, it's super joyful. I think it's going to be that one of those ones that I wear all the time.
Yeah.
It's easy to wear.
Can we also talk about leaving Neverland?
No.
Is that
No.
not like a nightmare?
Yes.
If any of you haven't or don't
I
know
don't
what
think
it
we
is,
should, Jody, I don't think we should talk about it.
you don't think why? Everyone's talking about it.
I just think.
Okay, we won't talk
Don't you
about
think
it.
the subject matter is?
No, but it's just like shocking how it's Michael
It's-
Jackson.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it because the subject matter is so disturbing,
Yeah.
right? And that's something that's a very real thing for a lot of people. And
Yeah, maybe that's not the greatest thing to bring up.
I,
Let's bring up something a little happier.
yeah,
How about sock talk?
okay, that was close. No, really. Yeah, and I know a lot of people are watching it, but I just don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
Um,
I have socks. Do you? Do you
Yeah.
have other items other than socks?
no, I
That
have
was
socks, and I had an FO, and I had my sweater that I was working on. Jody, look what you've got. Have you been knitting like?
No,
for
this was a
realsies?
sock tube.
Ah.
This is Bitter Knitters.
So coloring book yarns.
Coloring book yarns. This is our Valentine's colorway.
That's beautiful.
This is from a couple years
Jody.
ago.
Look how good your nails look with it.
This is a tube. Oh, don't they ever?
Yeah.
This is a tube that I had got from Marianne. And then this was one of Nicole's Color Riot minis. The neons.
I was going to say, that mini is so cute with it.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So Heather asked me when I was there this summer, she said, can I have a pair of socks for Christmas? And I kind of forgot about it
Yeah.
and thought after Christmas, I'll knit her ones for her birthday.
I find that gift knitting is so much better without the deadline of the birthday, the Christmas, the whatever.
Yeah.
Only because I guess I'm not organized enough. And I feel like I rush at the end to get it done. And then it's
Yeah.
not fun. I feel like it's like this. Knit something with her in mind and surprise her. Like mail it off and surprise her.
And
Or keep it for Christmas,
her
but you're
birthday's
so
late.
far ahead of things
Shane
now.
had kept her card and hasn't mailed it. Her birthday was just last week.
Oh, so there you go.
Yeah. So
This
we're
is
going to mail it
perfect.
this week.
Jody. So how do you know what size to knit? What is
She's
she
about the same as
you?
mine. Yeah. So I just knit to about a size 9.
Yeah.
And it worked out so good. Like it's like these socks, you guys.
Is she a pink fan?
I don't know.
These are like the happiest, cutest socks ever. So the mini it was a micro stripe. Like
Well,
it
it
looks
turned
like
out to
it looks
be.
like you've striped a neutral and a red or something.
I know. But how fun is that?
Beautiful. I think socks are such a good gift,
Socks are great.
especially
gifts.
to people that don't knit
I agree.
or don't knit socks.
yes. Show me yours.
Okay.
Oh, excuse
I
me.
have 2 socks. Here's my first one.
I'm so crazy about this.
Isn't this beautiful? This is the Shell Cottage Socks by Curious Handmade. It's her Helen Stewart's. What did I just say? Oh yeah,
Shell by Curious
yeah.
Handmade.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Did I call it the Shawl Society? No, it's her
Oh.
Handmade Sock Society in the 2nd season. So the new year has just started. This is the first pattern, and this sock practically knit itself. It's one of those things that are just super quick and simple.
It's got a beautiful texture to it.
Super easy, and yeah, it's just one of those like classic, gorgeous.
Do you need it?
What?
It's not cabled.
It's not cabled,
Yeah.
and it's so simple. Like you just think, why have I not been doing this kind of a texture forever? There's a tiny little yarn over in there.
I see that.
They're so pretty on. They're so pretty, and so the yarn I've used.
Tracie, what yarn did you use?
I know. This is the one I was actually knitting with this yarn. I was the only person in the whole world knitting with this yarn. This is our sock kit. This was the only skein for a while.
Yeah.
So we have this in our Etsy shop right now. This is our Amore kit. The yarn is by Yarn Inc. And it's this totally gorgeous.
You
That's good.
guys,
It's
it's
this
got
yeah.
mauvey, plummy, burnty orange. Am I the
Yes.
best at explaining?
So good. Like that's very, very specific.
Gray.
and
It's on a
she's-
gray background.
There's a tonal, there's the tiniest black speckles in this copper. Tiny, just little bits. It's like micro speckles. But the stony kind of gray with the plummy and copper speck. I just think it is unbelievably gorgeous. It's a sweater color. I absolutely love it.
We love these so much.
I've got my second sock on the go, and I've just done like a little stripe just to kind of, I love it.
It's so pretty.
But this is our kit. So you'll get the bag, the yarn, the mini and the main color yarn, and our
Signature scent.
signature Grocery Girls Tuft Woolens hand balm. This is called Pom Pom Pucker, and it's like lemon sugar cookies.
That's exactly, I would describe
Oh,
it as lemon sugar.
Come on.
There are a few left.
I've been using it a
Yes.
lot. Can you see?
It's so nice. This just soaks right into your skin.
Yeah, and actually I did take I put all my notions in this bag. This is that bag. I mean, I could fit my sock whip in it, but it fits all the notions.
Yeah.
Like your mini scale and your needle gauge and all that stuff.
But
in eco canvas that's like
Yeah.
soft.
But you're so right. It could be a little hat sack or sock sack.
Is it bad that every time you say the word sack or
think of
ball, that I
scrotums.
just think
Yeah.
ew.
Male scrotum.
So bad.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
What do you think? What do you think about fingering yarn?
Same thing. Who called it that? Okay, and I'm using my favorite sock needle, the
twist,
Chowgoo
mini.
mini twist with the little cord. They're interchangeable, but this cord
Why
is
do my needles look so
everything.
short?
well. There are shorter and longer ones now.
Because
There's
I feel like
4-inch
a
ones.
giant using my mini ones. I don't love that. I want long ones like that.
Oh well, you can buy them.
Okay, I'm going to. I
I
didn't
think the
realize
Fiber
that.
Nook. I think I got these at the Fiber
Yeah.
Nook. But yeah, I love these. This
I
is
love
really so. I knit all my socks on Magic Loop.
Me too.
I find it super speedy.
I used to do 2 at a time. What the heck?
That's crazy talk.
So there are kits left, a very
Yeah.
few number of them. And once they're gone, they're gone. So
And shipping now, I mean, now if you order it now, shipping soon. We're almost,
actually, we should change the shipping today in the listing to one week.
yeah, it's going to be shipping out next week.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait very long, but thank you to everybody that jumped in there first because they've been waiting a few weeks already.
Yeah.
But that's right on our list of things to
Yes.
get going as soon as the yarn arrives. We've been doing a pre-order. And last time we did a kit, there were so many disappointed people because they sold out so fast. This has been a great
We made sure.
experience
Yeah.
because it's a pre-order basically. So there are some left. And we hope that if you really, really want one, that you get
Yeah.
one, because they kind of come and go. But it's another one that I just
I
feel
love it,
crazy
too.
about. So love
Excuse
it.
me.
So
Show
thank
us-
you to Martha and Alicia for helping these kits come to life. I mean, we
Yes.
obviously couldn't do any of it without you. My last sock, bam. What do you think?
Gauge rainbows.
Right?
Yeah.
Gauge Dye Works in their white light color.
Oh, sorry. I have this yarn.
This is so my jam. I
What's
love
this?
it. This is Flock Fiber. I bought a set of mini skeins from Flock Fiber. I love Kim's yarn. And it was sort of like 6 speckled colors, but they were floral inspired or something.
That's
I
gorgeous.
love them. And so, yeah, I just thought this tealy blue would go nice.
I've got to cast. This is my next sock. I've
Oh,
got
it's
it.
so pretty.
I have white lights.
It's so pretty. It's kind of like it's all muddy or fuzzy or it's not super. I love that about it. This was my movie sock in my purse, or just that vanilla sock that's in your bag. This bag. So this is it. This comes in my purse with me all the
Oh
time.
my God. I think that too again was a
Mrs. Brown's bags. And
my intention was a notions pouch, but it is a single skein
it totally fits in your
project.
purse for something little.
Yeah.
And so those are the yarns that I used.
I love it so much.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
I do love it. So I'll put that back in my purse.
So do you have stuff in there to Kitchener and everything? Do you have a needle?
I had a needle in that bag. There's a little tube with needles. Typically, I don't really need it. You know what I
Just do it
mean?
at
Like I
home.
can,
Yeah.
yeah. Usually it's just the whole sock.
Sure.
Yeah, but I love it. And I'm using my sock blockers from Patricia, who's Knitography. She's got a web podcast on YouTube.
Oh, that's one mine too.
Yeah, and
didn't-
she's got now she's got her own online store. And I have some
Oh,
things to
that's
show next time. I'm
exciting.
not going to show it this time. There's too much to show from stitches, so I'm going to
I
show.
do have another sock.
What? Yes. Let's see it. Oh my gosh. Jodi.
These are the top 3 favorite socks I've
Those
ever
are
knit.
so beautiful.
These are called Thing 1 and Thing 2, and it comes with a mini from Neely's Knits.
Is this the same yarn? Like, honestly, I remember this from like
2 years ago? 2.5
the
years ago?
earliest podcasts
Yes.
we did. Is
This
it that
is it.
same skein?
Same
Did
skein.
you make 2 pairs?
No.
Okay.
This was
So these
one.
are the old stinky whip.
This is one. I had 1.5 shorties
that
done, and I
crazy?
put it down.
And now you can wear them. Okay, the blue is just...
These were requested 2 years ago by Jordan. So these are her
Okay.
socks.
Do you have enough left? You could probably have enough left to make another pair. Yes. We should crank a tube and then you could just make yourself...
I can't tell you how much I'm in love with these. See, it's even a bit small for these large
Don't
blockers
you
because
think
her feet are smaller.
the blue is just the perfect... And the red... She does beautiful yarn. Does she still do yarn?
Yes. The only thing
Good.
I want to do is I want to touch base with her and see if I can get another mini. This blue, and I know I can probably match it fairly close to something I've got.
It's fun to have. And it's sparkle. That blue mini is
I
sparkle.
want this blue with the
Yeah.
red. Anyway.
And maybe she could even just dye you a full skein. If you love that blue, you
Just
would
do-
use it. You
you
would
would.
use it.
Yeah, I would buy a full
Instead of
skein.
getting a mini, just get a full skein.
So she's got really, really pretty. She's got pretty fun colorways.
And you know what? Speaking of old stinky whips, I have a skein of her. It's
Oz?
Yeah, it's Wizard of Oz, but it was the Bad Witch, but I don't remember what the colorway is called. And it's green and black stripes with the red sparkle mini. And I made Georgia wants socks and she wanted fingerless gloves.
Did you make her both?
I said pick at this point. So I made her fingerless gloves, but she keeps hassling me for the socks. And now that we have
Georgia,
our
drop it.
Totally. I don't even see you wear the gloves, so I'm not in a big hurry to make the socks. But now I could just crank a tube.
Do you
and
see?
she
Do you
can
know
have
where
them
it
in no
is?
time. Yeah, I do.
I want that colorway too. It's really.
It's so beautiful.
It's like the witchy
It's the Bad Witch color
with ruby red mini.
sparkle. It's
See,
so
that's
pretty.
her yarn is
so
fun.
Neely's Knits has some super fun,
Yeah.
kind of pop culture-y reference colors. Okay, I think that's it for me.
Me too.
So that's it for my knitting.
So all I have are a few things that I've purchased.
Let's see.
And a couple of things we've gotten in the mail.
Okay.
Okay, you know our friend Sue and Chelsea?
Yes.
Legacy Fiber
Yes.
Arts. So I had tucked this away because the last time I got some bulky, they were so generous and added this into our order for you guys. So we get to give these away.
these
So
are
these
so
are their
nice.
their sock sets.
They do such fun colorways.
But I put them away in such a good spot last time that I forgot to bring them.
Look how beautiful those colors are.
Can
This
you-
one's candy corn, and it's bang on exactly. It's such a beautiful, warm color. Look at the speckles.
My God,
That's going to be a beautiful pair of socks. Or hat, or whatever.
Oh, that's so fun.
And this is Miss Lily P. Is that right? Miss
Mm-hmm.
Lily P. Which is named after Chelsea's daughter, which is so cute. And I love the contrast choice with that.
It's a 75-25. It's a 4-ply fingering weight.
If you're buying it on their site, it's called Steel Toes.
But they have tons, you guys. They're really good at pairing together really fun minis with a tonalish speckled yarn.
And if you don't know about Legacy Fiber Arts, they have an awesome podcast. It's a mother and a daughter, and they have this yarn dyeing company, and they have something, another company called Needles Up. You will see them do kind of little shows, right? And
They were just at one.
And I think they're going to be at Maryland Sheep and Wool. So if you'll see a Needles Up event there, that's where you'll find them too. So they're wonderful people and super talented.
We were lucky enough to meet them.
Super talented.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies. We're going to make 2 viewers extremely happy with your yarn.
Totally. Sock bash prizes.
Yes.
Which is really fun.
Okay, what have you got?
What do I? Oh, Jodi, I have a ton. But let me tell you. Okay, this one comes with chocolate. What? From Switzerland. So we need to have some. Yes.
Taste test.
So forget about the now, life happens and it melted a smidgen, but I don't care.
Is there a...
It's like super fancy chocolates from Switzerland.
Here.
What? Is there a map?
No.
Well, maybe I just dropped it.
No, you didn't drop anything.
Okay. Well, it's mystery chocolate then. How bad could it be? Look at this. This one says something. This one looks like a truffle. That's pistachio. Okay. I should probably get to the important things, but look at that. What?
We can't read it, but
This one's really good. Swiss chocolate. Yes, please.
holy cow, you guys, that's beautiful chocolate.
This is delicious. Really
Mine's
good.
got a truffle in it.
This is so good. Okay.
It's got nuts in the middle.
Whoop.
It's got hazelnuts in the middle.
Okay, so through our Makers Monday thing, we got an email from Elaine, who is Nabi Wool Studio. And so when I'm making the post, I always go to their shop and see what's going on. And, you know, I've got to figure out something to say. There was a skein of yarn in her shop that I couldn't
It
leave
naturally
there.
died.
I don't know that it's naturally dyed. This is a skein of 70% superwash merino, 30% silk. I can only imagine, and this color isn't doing it justice.
The color's very special.
It shines, like you could see the sheen of the silk. I love it. I had to get it. So I purchased
beautiful.
this. Elaine also has a podcast, so you can check out her channel. It's called, it's Elaine Tom. She's a New Yorker that has relocated because of work, with her husband's work, I think, to Zurich, Switzerland.
Oh,
So she's raising her boys, and they're living, you know, this family in Zurich, Switzerland, and she dyes yarn in her spare time, which I can't imagine she has very much of. And so I only bought the one skein, and look what she sent for prizes or giveaways or whatever.
this is screaming at me.
She actually had, well, she would love you to knit with it if you want.
I would love to give
These
it
are
away.
sock sets with 50-gram skeins and then a 20-gram mini.
See, that's right up my
How
alley.
smart is that? Now, she's got a lot of bases in her shop. Like, it was very interesting to see because she has different bases. This one's a merino cashmere nylon. So that's awesome with the gray speckle and the hot pink. I love. This one is the 75-25. It's the
Mohair.
most gorgeous. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon.
That does not add up.
Okay,
20%
wait a
kid
minute.
mohair.
Okay, that must be this base. One of them is 55% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 20% mohair. One of these skeins. I think that might be this one because it's got a halo.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's got a mohair nylon merino base in it. And then this one is yak. This mini skein is merino, 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. So I love it. And Nabi is Korean for butterfly, and that's what her logo is.
Oh, is she
And she sent us tea. Okay, this caramel apple pie tea is supposed to be really good.
so she's only been dyeing yarn since she moved to Switzerland?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an art director. She was an art director in New York, I believe. And you know how I know that? Because I watch her podcast.
She's a knitter.
She's an amazing knitter. She does all these giant test knits.
Really?
Yeah, she is like a knitter like you would not believe. She knits amazing things. She's going to be at EYF. How exciting is that? That's
As
coming
a
up
dyer or just as a shopper?
As a shopper, but also you're going to be able to meet her in the podcast lounge. She's going to be in there.
Oh, fun.
So, but she sent a coupon code
For her shop.
for her shop. So if anybody wants
For the chocolate?
No, the chocolate is just a treat. I think she went out and bought
Yeah.
that just for us. So what? She totally knows the way to our heart.
Yeah.
Yarn, chocolate, yay. But if you go to Nabi Wool Studio on Etsy and put in Love GG, LUVGG, you get 20% off until March 15th. I think that's amazing. It's super generous. That also will be in our show notes. So if you're in the mood to check out some really cool bases, I cannot wait to incorporate.
I think that's really
This
fun.
is going to be in a shawl for sure. The silk.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And you know what's really fun is that she's paired different minis with the 50 gram skein.
And super strong.
Yes.
Like that mohair with 20% mohair and nylon.
Yeah.
That's a super great base to have.
Yeah, I agree.
for
It's
socks.
so
Anyway,
pretty.
It is fun. And I specifically, I mean, the color, layers, this is like magenta and purple. I know I have enough yarn and I don't need to keep, I will for sure send this out as a prize, but this one is calling my name.
We had a little bit of meltage.
That's one chocolate now. So when we go back and forth, you get one each.
That's so funny.
Okay, the pistachio.
It's calling your
Come
name.
on. So I'm a little bit envious of all those folks that are going to head to EYF.
When is that?
Like 2 weeks. Pistachio. Oh my God. The chocolate is out of this world.
Caramel.
No, seriously.
Oh my God.
So good. So anyway, thank you, Elaine, for everything.
Look what I bought.
And I'm super excited for my own skein. What's that?
Can you believe the
Okay,
gorgeousness
that's
of
beautiful.
this? This is Loft 22. It's hand dyed and ripped in California. In Etsy, I just Googled bulky yarn. I was just
Wow.
looking for more bag fabric yarn.
I can't imagine what that would bring up. A gazillion.
But then you sort of get a real mix of different dyers and stuff that
Yeah.
you don't know about.
Yeah.
And I think I might have heard of Loft 22. Have you? Maybe not.
I don't know. Do you know where they're from?
Ripped in California.
See, there's so many dyers. I don't. It's hard to keep.
This is
No,
her
I
three-
don't think I've heard of
I
her.
don't think I've. It's her 3-ply bulky, 100% superwash.
But the
and
color is amazing.
It's fa la 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 la.
Well, I love it.
That'll make a. You know what? This is going to be my new Christmas fabric. I'm saving this. I just had a revelation.
Well, the
this is a
colors
Christmas
are perfect
colorway
for that. I mean, I haven't heard of her, but wow. I wonder if she was even at Stitches, if she's from California, because there were so many California dyers there.
Maybe I'll do it now and then do something fun at Christmas. Anyway,
It's gorgeous. Okay, and before we forget, we want to thank our sponsor, Row One Yarn. When you guys go check out Row One Yarn, that is the only place you can get the Carnival of Color Club.
we love Carnival of Color.
Crazy.
If you're thinking you need a mini for a heel toe cuff,
Totally. Or to make snazzy socks or baby
Yep.
knits or put in your blanket. You'll get 100 grams of pre-wound labeled mini skeins, plus information about the dyer. And it is a mystery club, so it's really, really fun.
that's the part I love. That
Me
it's
too.
a mystery.
Me too.
I'm all about a surprise.
If you've never tried Row One Yarn and would like to, she's got a coupon code. It's HELLO20, and it will save you 20% off your first month. Get you checking it out. And she does a lot of work researching dyers. She does such a good job. And it's just exciting every single time. So they come, you're going to get 10 gram minis, but they come pre-wound, ready to knit. It's a great club. So thank you, Laura, of Row One Yarn.
Everybody needs a couple of these in their stash.
And I think it's a great gift. It's
do
not
too.
super expensive. If you're in the continental US, shipping is free.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world is very reasonable.
Yeah.
So super fun. And you know what? Laura's going to be at DFW. I think just shopping. We may have a chance to actually get to see her in person. So that's very exciting
That's
to me.
exciting. I love
And
putting
we're-
faces to the people we
too.
communicate with.
Me too. So we are super grateful, and we appreciate Laura's sponsorship every single month, and we are loving.
Laura.
We love the Carnival of Color. It's brilliant. It really is.
I got to eat the chocolate off the table because I don't want it to touch the yarn and melt.
Okay. Yeah. Just because. Do you want to see a thing or two from Stitches?
Yeah.
Our friend Trish treated us to C's chocolate.
I do remember getting a few boxes when we were there last time.
C's chocolate is like I think it started as I don't know if it's still a family-owned business, but it's a California company.
I'm excited about
People
that.
in California know how amazing it is. We got some last year as gifts from Stitches. I tried to buy this online since then because it's such good chocolate.
Trish, thank you so much for thinking of me.
So, you
And-
didn't come. I didn't feel like you deserved chocolate, but Trish,
I didn't deserve
Trish
chocolate.
said you did.
Craft of if this was
Everybody
me,
missed you.
You'd get this.
Everybody
I'd get
missed
this.
You. Everybody missed you. Oh, I had my own
Thank you,
box,
Trish.
and I ate it. And there's one in
I
there.
can't open it right now.
Okay, but if you get the one in there that's got the marshmallow on top, and then
It's terrible.
no, it was thinking about. I don't think of myself as a real marshmallow person.
Me neither.
Amazing. It was so good.
Amazing. You know what I made last night? Blintz pancakes.
Me
Do you remember,
too.
Mom? Did you?
Mine turned out crappy.
Usually I make them from scratch. People, if you don't know, Blintz pancakes is a regular pancake. It's got a little bit of, it's got cottage cheese and a little sour cream added to
It's
make.
very
Granny made them. My mom made them.
best.
Yes.
My favorite.
So normally I do it from scratch. Last night, completely lazy. I had the Aunt Jemima all in one, just add water mix. I put 2 cups of the powder, a cup of cottage cheese, a hunk of plain yogurt, and just added water. Tracie, they were to die for.
Oh my god.
Do that.
No one in my family likes them, so I make them only for myself, and I love them. As much as they don't like them, I love them. So I made a bunch of regular ones, and then I did the same thing. I just divided the batter and added cottage cheese and sour cream.
Why didn't it work?
I don't know. My ratios must have been off or something.
Try again.
I'm doing it again.
Pancake mix. It was a huge
It
shortcut.
was delicious. I made a giant fruit salad with maybe 8 different fruits, and we had sausage and bacon, and
That's what we did.
it was such a feast. So
But
it was
let
really
me tell
good.
you, that's a high maintenance meal.
Yes, it is. You just think, oh, we're just doing breakfast for dinner. It's a lot of work.
I steamed the ham so it didn't get dry. Cooked the sausage, bacon in the oven,
Yep.
2 different doughs,
Yep.
fruit cut up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, whipped cream. I made a raspberry
Oh,
sauce
wow.
because I did waffles too.
You did waffles too?
Well, because it's the same batter.
Why did I not just come to your house?
It's the same batter. You should have. I use the same batter.
I love breakfast for dinner. I get very excited for that dinner. Okay. I did
you
bring
buy
a few
this?
things back from Stitches. I did not. Trish knows all these people there, and she took me over and said, you need to meet Stephen B.
Did you meet him? You never
Wild,
told me.
flamboyant Stephen B. His booth was just
I
this
did see his hair.
explosion of color.
Yes.
He's just what you think. He has never seen our podcast. He has no idea who we are, which was really fun.
Bless him. I love that.
Totally. And he said, tell me about your podcast. And I was just like,
Like, how do you, yeah.
my sister talks about her vagina.
Did you say that?
No. No, but I just said, oh, we have lots of fun with it. And it's with my sister. And I'm buying yarn. Bye.
And we love gay knitters. Bye.
And yeah, right. But there's a lady working there. Her name is Missy. And she was like, I never miss your podcast. We love you guys. And she said they have Sam of Lavender Loon Yarn. I think it's local to them.
I've seen and heard of her yarn before.
Yeah, for sure. She sent us yarn before, but this is their exclusive colorway. You can't find it anywhere else. This is only a Stephen B colorway from
Is this
Lavender
his favorite
Loon.
color?
It's called One Night Only. Dream Girls. Their booth theme.
I was thinking one night stand. You were thinking.
Their booth theme was a Dream Girls. The ladies were all in these sequin jackets, and it was like sequins everywhere.
Oh my gosh,
and
I
it was
love that.
mohair. And they decided to do their booth displays in color blocks. So you would see these two yarns together. Like you would see the mohair with the stock yarn and all this purple. They mixed all the textures and weights, and you'd
I like
find
that.
bulky yarn together as long as it was the same color. Anyway, Missy was very kind, and she said, we would love for you to take this home as
She's
a giveaway.
she works with Stephen.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yes. She
Okay, is
seemed to be
Stephen B
running-
have his own yarn store?
Yes.
Okay, so it is his yarn store.
It's his yarn
Okay,
store.
got it.
But he goes, oh, all that social media stuff. I let other people do that.
Yeah.
Which, good for you. Good call.
Well, I let
it can
Tracy do it all for
Yes,
us.
because it can be just one more thing to do, right?
Absolutely.
Just one more thing. So he's just this most unique individual. He was like, they broke the mold.
Yeah.
Right? He is who he is, and there's nobody else like him. And he's super fabulous. So it was fun to meet him.
Yeah.
But they sent this as a giveaway. So this will be a prize.
A giveaway to me?
A
No, I'm just
giveaway
kidding.
to...
That purple.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? And it's a mohair base and a sparkle sock yarn with gold stellina.
But that purple is so crazy.
It's super
vibrant.
rich, like royal purple. And it looks like this is going to be a micro stripe with speckled with white and then purple. I can only imagine
Gorgeous.
what this is going to be. So that was a gift. And that was super, super.
I'd like to knit a pair of socks with mohair added.
Yeah, like a
Wouldn't that make it-
heavier weight.
Well, no, not really. Oh,
sure.
but if you did fingering and mohair, would that be too thick?
It would be not fingering weight socks anymore. It would be,
Sport, maybe?
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
nice too.
And apparently slippery, but super warm and strong, really strong. So,
But you'll kill
pros and
yourself
cons.
wiping out.
You'll slip and kill yourself, but your socks will never wear out.
You'll look great doing it.
You'll look so good. Okay, Jodi,
What?
you said don't buy you anything.
I was just going to say something that I just thought of.
What? Huh? Aren't you glad I don't listen? Aren't you glad I don't listen?
I hope it's just one skein.
We, one of the booths that I was dying to see when I went, because I'd never seen her yarn in person, is the Farmer's Daughter Fibers.
Heart be still.
Her yarn is stunning. Caitlin Hunter does a lot of patterns in her yarn.
We've never seen them in person.
I know. And let me tell you, her booth, big and beautiful.
Packed?
Not when I was there, like pleasantly busy. Not
Yes.
not
Yeah,
you
yeah,
couldn't
good.
see the yarn. It was just, but it's beautiful. Her shelving was beautiful, her displays were beautiful, and she had a really big selection of bases to choose from. So this is a speckled marine 100% superwash merino.
Tracy, it looks rose gold.
It's
Sort of.
DK. It's called Juicy DK.
It's gold wash. It's called cold wash.
She's
Oh
a
my God.
Montana-based dyer, I want to say. I'm pretty sure she's in Montana.
What's the name of that one?
This one is called One Stab. One Stab.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And then this one is her Pishkun DK, 100% Montana and Wyoming Rambouillet. And this is the color Mountain Man.
Thank you. Look at the twist on that.
It's gorgeous. And it's non-superwash, so it's going to be just a beautiful hat for cables or something. But this is what sold me for you.
Guys, are you... It's not picking up that it's the bluey
It's
green.
so much... Anyway, I hope you like it. That's for
I
you.
love it.
And
Tell me about the pom-pom, please.
I don't know. If somebody's got to tell me about these pom-poms.
Where'd you buy it?
This is at Candace's booth. These were in the farm. This whole thing was at Farmer's Daughter Fibers. So I bought myself that one. And
Tracy.
okay, these are called these.
Oh, there looks like German.
It's like a German name or something.
Austrian.
So you tie them on the inside. It's got like a ribbon tie.
And then you can take them off to wash the hat.
Yep. I just think.
I need 10 more.
So I got to meet Candace, and I feel all like, oh, you know, she was lovely. She was lovely and super busy. And when I was going,
do we know if Candace is Farmer's Daughter her own brand?
Yes.
Yes. So she doesn't have a shop.
Right. So you'll go online, but I think she's available at lots of yarn
I'm
stores.
going to go online to buy 10 more pom-poms. Are they all big?
Like there was a whole, as I'm in this booth thinking, oh my God, I love that base and I love that base and she had sweater samples. So I'm thinking, well, I want to knit that sweater. But then I'm sort of leaving. There was a giant basket on the corner of her booth full of these pom-poms. So you'll have to go to her website and see. But I knew she was one of the dyers.
This is good timing after a show too. They usually have some extra stock.
Totally. I knew I wanted to go see her stuff, and I knew I wanted to buy this pin.
What is
it's
it?
the I Willie Love Knitting, and he's wearing the Tecumseh sweater, and this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers pin. It's with her Caitlin Hunter sweater on it.
Are you kidding me?
She came up and she said, "Here, I really want you guys to have
No.
these." I said, these are on my list of things to buy. And she said, "No, I really, really want you to have it." So that was just so sweet.
Caitlin Hunter came up to you?
No, this was Candace, who's the dyer of Farmer's Daughter Fibers, but
This is the Caitlin Hunter design.
the sweater on the Willie Nelson is Tecumseh, which is Caitlin Hunter. So maybe Caitlin Hunter designed the pin.
Maybe.
In collaboration with the Farmer's Daughter
Okay,
Fibers.
so Caitlin must have done that.
Her yarn must have been Farmer's Daughter Fibers that she did the Tecumseh in. I guess I could have checked that. I didn't.
God, you guys, this pin.
And
is
then I also
freaking
bought
hilarious.
her own logo pin.
Oh, it's
So she's very
gorgeous.
like, she just came out with a kit that's a charity kit that all the money's going to go to help some Native American women charities. She's in
love
Montana.
that.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. It was a real pleasure to meet her. And now I know that I want a sweater quantity of her yarn. Like, it's beautiful yarn. I'm dying to see what you think of this.
Oh, just at first touch and glance,
It
it's
feels
gorgeous.
amazing. The twist is gorgeous.
Tracy, I love it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
What a treat.
But then she had these little postcards, and she's got her Farmer's Daughter story on there.
Has she got speckles?
Yep, this one was a speckle.
See, I love that she's got the natural wool, and I love that she's
had a
got
whole
the
bunch of
superwash.
stuff. She had a whole bunch of stuff. Let me tell you, it was... So she is in Montana,
that
and
feels
it's
good.
50 miles to the west on the edge of Glacier National.
Okay.
I guess I should have read this before, you guys. But anyway, she is... I just was really impressed with everything about it. And she's definitely got her own vibe. Like she's
Yeah.
got this niche that she's carved out for herself that means something. It's very meaningful to her.
I love that.
And it was really fun to meet her, and it was just exceptional to see her yarn in person.
I really love that.
I really love it. But I had it in my head, like, you don't need yarn. What do you want? These were these were totally coming home with me. So it's
That was very sweet.
It's like she read my mind. What?
What else is in your bag?
Okay. Another thing that was super fun.
You saw Leading Men.
I did.
I saw the picture.
Jodi.
How sweet are they?
I love Beyond. They're just
I know.
wonderful. Wonderful. And their booth. So yes, you saw Leading Men. Let me get my yarn. So when I thought to myself, okay, it's ridiculous to think that you're not going to buy yarn. What do you want to make?
Sure.
Think of something so that you've got to focus instead of buying one skein of everything. And I want to make another hipster. I made a hipster for Mom for Mother's Day in this red Julie Aslin in that Coraline color.
Yes.
And it just turned out so nice.
Red
and
is so pretty on you.
I loved it on Mom, but I really, really wanted a red one for myself. So I picked up some DK at Leading Men's booth. This is their DK in the color Poison Apple.
The red is great.
It is the best.
That
red.
seems like a light fingering.
It's DK.
I mean, light DK.
Maybe.
The color's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I wear my
See how beautiful that will be
I
with
wear
your sweater.
My hipster shawl all the time. I could knit a black one.
Are we allowed to say what else is coming?
Probably not.
Okay.
But anyway,
Tracie, that
it's
color's
still
gorgeous.
a pattern. I want another one. So I'm knitting another hipster in red. And Leading Men Fiber Arts are awesome. And they drive to shows. They're from the Chicago area.
They're the real deal.
Drove to California. They had another show after that. So if you...
Are they going to be at DFW?
You will see that... No, do you think? That would be awesome.
I don't know.
I'll ask them. Gosh, they're just amazing. And there's, of course, they've got the Dramatic Knits podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this amazing couple, and they have their company, and they're incredibly talented, and their booth is beautiful.
They're sweet. Oh,
They
their
have
booth is beautiful.
So many kits, so many yarn bases, so many samples.
Aren't they amazing at speckles?
They're so good.
I mean,
so good.
all their yarn is beautiful, but I look at a lot of their speckled colorways and think, wow.
I almost bought, again, the speckled sweater kit that they have, and it's just the most subtle, like you start at the top, and the speckles get more to the bottom, and the sweater kit is so beautiful. But anyway, their yarn is gorgeous, and they were launching a new non-superwash base when they were there. And
What weight? All weight? DK?
and
Is that what that is?
worsted and fingering.
Worsted and
No, this one is the superwash. The color just caught my eye, and I was like, oh, this is totally going to be what
That is
but
such a good
I was
color.
very tempted. This was like the first purchase, and I could have bought so much more there. They have
So
beautiful
you did really well. I feel like you were a little restrained.
Jodi, you know.
Tell me about Yarn Culture, because I loved their booth.
Okay. So Yarn Culture, the ladies at Yarn Culture.
They're Jersey,
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York.
Rochester, New York. So let me tell you, that booth is beautiful too. Like they have sweater samples, they have sweater samples, they had shawl samples, they had a Malibu shawl. The lady was wearing a
They had
Malibu
panders.
shawl.
Yeah. Oh my
they
God.
had kits.
Yeah. The one thing that it's a standout memory for me in their booth was their selection of knitted samples.
Yeah. Beautiful
Did they have
samples.
walk collection again?
Yes, I think so.
Did you buy?
No. I was trying to be really, really good.
Yeah.
But when I went into their booth, there was this bowl of yarn, and I said, "Hi, George."
Georgia, we're podcasting.
And it just shimmered. And
Quit smiling. You're interrupting. Don't trip over the light.
Georgia, go make us some lunch, please.
I'm thirsty, Georgia.
I would like some kind of yummy something for lunch. Okay, so
What?
this is DK weight yarn.
Tracie.
And it is 70% superwash merino, 30% silk.
Okay, you guys.
And it's really hard to see on video, but the bowl of yarn, it just shimmered. You can see the silk in this yarn. And this yarn has the coolest story. It's Moo yarn, which
That's
is
the cutest name.
which is local to Yarn Culture. She's one of their customers.
Yeah.
And she came to the shop and took a dyeing class with Indigo Dragonfly. Kim came down and taught just a class.
Yeah.
She was basically a natural, and since then has launched her own yarn line.
So she
had
great with
never
color.
dyed yarn before.
You have to be good with color.
It's not easy.
No.
So she just discovered this is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
And because I said to Dawn and Patty, I said, "Holy moly, this is beautiful."
Did you see this knit up?
No. They had a shawl sample.
This is
yes.
going to be gorgeous.
But she said, okay, when we came, they said, the dyer said, if they like this yarn, just give them some.
Give them whatever they want.
So this is a gift.
Should we give it away?
We can do whatever we want.
Oh my God, you guys.
If you want to knit it, you can knit it. It is absolutely gorgeous. It will make the most
Do you know what?
beautiful.
I'm lucky enough to have a budget for yarn.
I know.
feel like
I know.
that's why I feel like I want to. I would like this yarn to go out into the world.
It's gorgeous, and of course you want to knit with it all. But they were so generous. They gave us 3 skeins. She goes, they can make whatever shawl or a giant cowl or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the sample they had in the booth.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Knit
it's
up.
large.
Knit up in this color.
Come Pisa.
Yeah. So this is the same base. Superwash Merino, 30% silk. This is going to be another giveaway.
She gave you 6 skeins of yarn?
Yes.
Holy cow, that's generous.
Yes, that's generous. So this is Muru yarn, and I love that she's super local to yarn culture. Maybe we should do a giveaway where it's like you follow Muru. Maybe we should make it a big thing where we draw 2 names and we get 2 prizes. And it's just a Muru thing. Because you know what, Jody? Somebody could do your shawls.
Yeah.
Right? Like you could do anything you want with this DK weight yarn.
You know what I feel like? They should be 2 different things, because I think for me this is really specific in colorway.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe
we could have 2 different threads.
That's
like
what I mean.
You can enter in
2
whichever.
threads.
Okay.
So that way maybe not everyone enters in.
I think they're both beautiful.
I do
would
too.
love to cast this on.
I can't wait to see
I will
this
give it
gained
away. I will give it away, but let me tell you, this is
with
a lady.
the pattern.
This is a lady that I would love a sweater in this base. She's very talented. So you never know what you're going to see or what you're going to do at these events, right? Like you never know what you're going to stumble upon. So this was really exciting.
She had ordered just before the show.
Yeah.
For some more patterns. She's so sweet. They were selling Malibu shawl patterns.
Yes, you can get Jody's shawl patterns out at Yarn Culture.
Kits, right?
And so myself, I purchased at Yarn
Jeez
Culture. Okay, this is
Louise.
crazy. So beautiful. This is actually the Fiber Company in their meadow base. And it is 40% wool, 25% llama, 20% silk, 15% linen. 498 meters each.
Good Lord, that's a lot of blending
It's
in that yarn.
It's a lot of yarn, right?
Yeah.
So it's color Lady Slipper, and it really is. It's this brownish mauve.
I would never in a million years. If someone said Tracie bought that, I would say no, she didn't.
Why?
Brown is your least favorite color.
I don't think it's brown. I think it's more purple. You don't think it's purple?
Well, it's reading brown on the screen. You're right. It's very brown.
Oh, you think?
No, but I can see hints of red. I can see hints of other things in there.
And see, to me, it's like a super mauvey, pinky, taupey.
It's beautiful. I'm not. It's just I don't tend to see
That's
that
its
being
color.
your wheelhouse. But look how beautiful it looks on you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. They had a shawl knit up in it. It was really pretty.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was really pretty. Stop lying. I can see that.
No, I can't see that because the blend is beautiful. I mean, that would make a beautiful
heathered.
garment.
Like all these different fibers together. You can see the linen. You can see, I guess the camel might be giving it that halo. Anyway, really love it. I also think we're getting super long. Should I go really fast or should we just be done and show some more later?
It's up to you. Doesn't mean we have to have a...
Oh my God, I forgot.
The longer the better.
Yarn
That's what she
Culture
said.
also gave us dark almond brittle from that. This is the same company they gave us a treat from last year. It's Hedonist Chocolate from Rochester, New York.
Okay.
Where they're from?
You guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you lugging it from New York to California because it's beautiful chocolate.
They're too good to us. They're
They're
so
too
good to us.
Did I show this Stella and Plank last time?
No.
Plank and Stella.
You showed other Stella.
No, this I've only got one, so I maybe showed this, but isn't this going to be a
I don't
fun
remember
bag?
it. Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's called Happy Live Rainbow, I think. Happy something rainbow.
Happy
Vivid Rainbow.
love, happy.
I'm going to have this for June for Pride
I was gonna
Month.
say that's such a fun color.
For Pride Month, rainbow.
I love it.
Yeah, because we're such big rainbow.
Okay, can I talk about one more thing that I
I would
found?
like you to continue showing whatever you want to show.
Well, I mean, I can show it all when I start to use it too. You show me this one.
No,
show me this.
I'll show it after.
Look how good that looks with my pom-pom.
I know.
One other booth that I really wanted to make sure that I went to because I love their stuff and it's so fun to see them in
they
person.
are the sweetest people.
Indian Lake Artisan needles. So I think these guys are really special. We first saw them, they sent us needles, and then we saw them at Rhinebeck.
Oh, was it so? You guys, she is a doll. They are dolls.
I know. But not only are they dolls, they are the whole company, husband and wife. He makes the needles by hand. Every single one. This is super hands-on, their company. They make them, they file them, they package them, the shipping. They sell interchangeable needle cases. Out of this beautiful fabric, I said, your cases are so beautiful. She's a quilter. She sews all the cases for everything.
Because I think he's heavy-handed in making the needles, so maybe she
They're
feels
the
like
kind
that's
of
her
needle. They spin. They'll never come untwisted because
They spin.
they spin at the end. The cord is fantastic.
It reminds me of an Addy cord.
And I thought to myself, I would love to get another needle from them because I found I'm not a really big wooden needle fan, but for some reason, they've managed to get wooden needles that don't feel super draggy to me. I like metal needles, so their maple needle is what I liked.
It's their faster needle.
Nice and sharp.
Yeah.
This is their newest, fastest needle, even better than maple. And it's a mystery fiber, whatever it is. He said it's...
He didn't tell you what it was?
No, he said, I can't tell you what it's a composite fiber of some kind.
Oh, got it.
He said it's recyclable, sustainable, organic, recyclable, like it comes from the earth, basically. He said the technology is
Is it human bone?
very old. The application of it, as for the knitting needles, is a new thing. So I think they're the only place that you can get these.
Okay.
I am dying to try it. It's been in my bag.
I can't wait for you to try it.
They've got interchangeable sets. And so they call it freestyle, I think.
Size 7 you bought.
I bought a 4.5 millimeter because I use it a lot for shawls
Yeah.
and stuff. But they do have interchangeable sets of all their woods. And then this new fiber that they've got going. Can't wait to use it. So
Tracie.
isn't that exciting to come home with a new, like something you didn't even know existed?
Well, that's why I mean, this, come on.
I know.
Right? I mean, Jesus.
I
2
know.
pom-poms in that color. Gorgeous. Okay, you guys, this is another one of my search in Etsy for bulky yarn. Harbor Fibers.
That's so beautiful.
She's on Etsy. This is called macarons. Macaroons.
That's the perfect name for it.
Don't you think?
Yes.
It's Harbor Fibers, and I don't really know where she is. I think I can't even tell you if she's in the U.S. or not. But you guys, look at this. It's like the softest baby pink and baby blue with the most beautiful speckles.
I imagine that in like a big bulky cardigan.
Lots of
cables.
cream still showing. I was thinking,
Like it would be beautiful. It's very subtle and beautiful. Yeah, it's like
I was actually
Jodi, either pom pom.
Yeah,
You should
really.
take both of those pom poms.
I'm not taking your pink pom pom. It's too.
I'll put this in a shawl.
No,
And you can use them
no,
both.
You're not putting that in a shawl.
Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, you can, but I'm not taking your pom pom. Anyway, I actually thought this for bag fabric.
Beautiful.
A really soft.
Yes.
So pretty.
Yeah. And of course I met lots of fun viewers, and a really sweet girl came out and gave us this giant chocolate bar.
How did you not eat any of this stuff?
I know. Well, the thing is, I put it away since then.
Okay.
So you're right.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yes. But this is a California company. So that's super fun that she gave me her local chocolate. Cowboy Chocolate Bar is a rich blend of milk chocolate, toffee, and slivered almonds. Sounds terrible. We will have to taste it to make sure it's not terrible. And And then there was the cutest guy that came up. His name is Will. He has a podcast. It's called The Budget Knitter. So he focuses on finding beautiful yarns at a great budget point, which I think is so important.
Okay, Will, that's a niche. We need that in
so
the market.
Good. So check out The Budget Knitter on YouTube. He's adorable. He's from Las Vegas. He tried the day before Stitches. His flight was delayed because they got a foot of snow in Vegas. He was freaking out.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew, right? But he's also Sparger Yarn Company. And he brought out a few skeins and said, I would love for you to have one. This one is called Echoes of the Mojave, and he said these are my desert colors because he lives in Vegas.
I was thinking actually how many colors he has on that skein. It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? I just think that's really sweet. And
beautiful
special,
yarn.
And it's very squishy. This is
I agree.
An 85 superwash merino, 15 nylon.
Okay.
So
a little bit different.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
And you would have loved him. He was so great.
Great.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That blush color is too cute.
Okay, you know what else I got in the mail?
What?
Sisters Q fiber. Am I saying that right?
Sister-esque.
Sisters Q.
Sister-esque.
I'm such a dummy. Okay, so she said, I would love to send you and Tracie a gift. Please keep it. Please give it away. Please do whatever you want with it.
Great.
Well, first of all, I see it and I don't want to give it away, but we will.
Totally. It looks so plump.
You have that one.
I love it. Oh, the colors. Grello.
Speaking of mauve, look at this,
Okay,
you guys.
this is really beautiful. Look at that, like, yellow speckle. That's super gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty? Look at her fun logo.
This is Apothecary Dust. That's a good name. This is someone that knows how to name stuff.
This is called Gretel with Lemongrass.
Oh.
How fun is that? It's her plump sock, $75.25.
It feels amazing.
Doesn't it?
Yes, I love it.
And you know what else she treated in the box, you guys? Look at the pretty gradient sets she's got.
Yes. Minis are so fun.
She has so much in her shop, you guys. Tracie will link it in our show notes. She is sister-esque fibers.
That's really sweet. Thank you.
Totally. So that was really fun. God,
I'm gonna definitely have some to save because I have some things.
Show something else.
But I'll show you my one last thing. This was new to me and so up my alley, and I'm surprised I did not know about her. She is. I mean, you guys are gonna know who she is. She is Sincere Sheep. She is a natural dyer. Are you trying to open my phone? I bet it's not opening. Is that one
just
here?
the camera.
Oh. What do you mean?
I just wanted the camera.
Can you just open the camera by itself?
Well, yeah.
What's going on? Okay, these phones where it reads your face are hilarious. Okay, I can never just open my camera by itself.
You should be able to.
I don't know what's happening. Enter my passcode. Oh.
I wanted to take a selfie of us with all of this.
Okay.
Well, you talk about your yarn.
Sincere Sheep. Hand-dyed yarn, but she's a natural dyer. Her color palette was amazing.
So you happened upon her booth?
Sort of. I have some other thing. Elizabeth Doherty, who is Bluebee Studio, she actually took me over and introduced me to her because I was admiring a sweater in her booth. I was admiring a sweater in Elizabeth's booth, and she said, oh, the dyer's here, and she's a natural dyer. Like, you just don't even want to, you won't believe it. So this is 100% Cormo in a sport weight in her, I forget what this one's called. What does it say?
Georgia, stop yelling at the dog!
I think that might even be Jackson. Why don't I see a color here?
Or is it just naturally dyed?
It's 400. Yes, her yarn's all naturally dyed, but Jodi, I was having such a hard time finding a color that I just thought, you know what? I want a sweater in her yarn. Bottom line is, and she's got these really cute project bags.
Can't you?
Look, she's got all these different sheep project bags. And so
have I seen her on Instagram with
probably,
these bags? These
probably.
heads?
She had maybe 6 different ones and a tote bag.
I've seen.
But this is Cormo yarn, so I bought the Cormo bag.
Of course. Could those Cormos be any cuter?
Can I just tell you?
I would like a sheep.
We need a sweater quantity
We
of her
need
yarn.
a sheep. Oh, I know.
It's so springy. It showed texture so beautifully. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. What's going on? Oh yeah, nice hair. What's going on with your hair there?
Oh my God, I got it cut. But no.
Oh God, so much good stuff, right? But she was someone that I was really, really happy to meet, and I loved her. She's really just amazing with her natural dye. What are you doing?
Taking some pictures.
That was really exciting. I have a few more things to show, but I feel like
I heard everything you said there, by the way.
no. There's a
Yes, I
test.
did.
There's going to be a quiz, so don't copy off the person next to you.
Oh, the only other thing that I did get in the mail that we have talked about before.
I feel like we're getting so long, but yes.
Did
oh,
you,
I love.
Did you get this in a bag? Did she give everybody a bag?
I don't know if mine came in a bag. Yes, mine came in this kind of bag, but maybe she's changed it up.
Or maybe these are new and just thought
Maybe
she'd
those
send
are in
them?
her shop and she just treated you to a
Do you
bag.
guys remember Tracie's hat?
This is
From the Crafty
Jackalope.
Jackalope. It's the Magpie Darling hat.
Well, this is my other kit, my gray and black.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
She said, thanks so much for waiting for the pre-order. And you know what she did, you guys? A snap.
She sent you a pom-pom.
How sweet is she?
Yeah, she's so sweet.
And by waiting, it was like 2 to 3 weeks. So it was quick.
Anytime I've ordered from her shop, it ships in like the quickest time. And she's just in Vancouver, so it doesn't take very long for her stuff to come.
Because
you won't need to meet her in person.
she was sweet.
So she's sweet and she's funny.
Where is
and
she
she's
from?
Vancouver.
Was she at Knit City?
She was at the industry retreat when you were home barfing.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Why
was
has
too
she
bad.
never had a booth at Knit City?
I think she does have a booth in Knit City.
And
I
we've
feel like
missed
we've
it
missed it. Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
So-
Shame on us.
Because in a million years, I would never purchase this if I didn't know what it was going to knit.
This has been a giant success for her.
If I didn't see this hat knit in person,
Yeah.
I would never purchase
It
this.
is the cutest. I've knit the hat and I've put it away thinking it may be a gift for someone.
That's a great idea.
It's kind of breaking my heart though because I'll knit it again.
I'm
but
knitting
it's
this.
such a cute hat, and she gives you this crazy.
You get the pattern too, you guys.
It's
the
a kit,
pattern's
it's
in
a
there.
full kit. I think you can buy just the pattern at home. Look what came in mine. She has these really cute care tags in her shop.
Oh, that's
So they
sweet.
come with the little ribbon and the little stitch marker, so you just pin it to the item
That is
as
the
a
cutest
gift.
little kit.
And she's made them herself. Like they're really beautiful tags. But yeah, this crazy sequin yarn. I
can't wait to see the gray.
defy anyone to knit and not love the Magpie Darling hat.
Okay, Mom would be crazy about a shawl with that sparkle in it.
Yes. I would never buy this crazy sequin yarn, and Amanda's just totally
How many
nailed
yards
it.
are on it? Lots?
It's about, I think it's like 400 meters. Like you get double, you can knit 2 hats with the amount of sequins you have, but
I feel
not,
like we should knit a Mother's Day one.
you just need 1 hat with, you can only use 1 hat with the yarn.
I love it so much.
Anyway, you guys, this has been crazy.
Okay.
So much to show, so much to talk about. I'm so excited for your shawl. I see Mrs. Brown's bags over there.
Oh, thank you, Tracie. I have new colorways.
And you know I love a good sock sack.
Hat sack.
Hat sack. Oh, hat sack.
You've said that before. Okay, this is Renee.
Jodi.
Spun right round. This is called Werewolf.
Oh,
I have-
I thought you were saying the color was Renee.
No.
Okay.
I have I'm showing you sock sacks, but guess what? I have these 6 new fabrics in all of my bags in the shop. The Knit Night zip totes, bucket totes, a zippered wedge.
You're like a sewing slave.
Lately I've been. So
That's beautiful.
isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, that's beautiful.
So Werewolf.
And I love your gray contrast.
I just
and I
keep
love
it-
the clear little toggle things.
I keep it
I
easy.
love your sock sacks, Jodi.
Miss Lily P.
Super.
This is Legacy Fiber Arts.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
How cute is
You
that?
could knit the socks in the same bag.
Okay, I'm so crazy about this one.
When you posted this, I thought you had a filter on it,
No.
that it was black and white, but that's the color.
This is
Stop it.
Typewriter by Renee. Spun
That's-
right round.
So beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes, that's so beautiful.
You guys, you should see this. And I should have brought it, but they weren't finished. You should see these in.
I don't need one, but I want to buy one, so
the
you better let
totes.
me buy one.
Okay, you can buy one.
Okay,
the
good.
totes.
Thanks,
Oh.
Jodi.
This is also Renee. This is called Cold Shower. I mean,
That's such a good blue.
isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, it looks very oceany.
Yeah. So cold shower I thought was really fun. Okay, we'll do Renee's last one. Jubilee.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Doesn't that make you
Don't
crazy?
you love that kind of oatmeal-y color with the pink? It really is very...
Oh my God, I love it. And
Very
then these
good
can be
combination.
folded down as you're knitting to be used as a little...
You could use it as a yarn bowl. Like, you
Totally.
could really use it all the time.
So this is Flock Fiber. Antique shop.
I have a sweater quantity of that yarn.
Antique shop.
Oh,
So Flock Fiber.
it's such a good color.
It's grays and rust and cream and slate.
It is the dreamiest speckled
So this
neutral yarn.
Kim,
Yep.
Flock Fiber. She did buy a bag. I noticed her order.
She is, she's so good.
So in,
that color is
in
so good.
all the bags that I have, all these 6 new fabrics, there's a ton of listings in
You
the
could
shop.
mix and match. You could get a tote bag and a sock sack.
Totally.
Like,
Because
same
I'm the
colors.
if I buy a purse, I buy the matching wallet.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you must have a million wallets.
Yeah. I do have a million wallets.
So I have a few more things that I'm going to share.
There's
next.
not one other thing?
Yeah, there is, but I don't. Okay, I want to share. This is it. This is the last
Okay.
one. We were in San Francisco. We did a little tour. We went to the Ferry Building, and it's just this really groovy building right on the water, and in it is all these businesses and restaurants.
I saw
and
your
stuff.
pictures.
It's such a nice spot. But they've got all these really cool shops, and this McAvoy Ranch is a place in California, and I think they grow olives. 550 acres. It's a family-owned
That's
private
huge.
ranch, certified organic. So you can buy olive oil and you can buy beauty products and stuff. And I bought this balm, but it's olive oil based. But I bought a whole bunch of them. So I want you to
guys.
pick one.
The smell.
I bought these for you.
Are they flavors? Different scents?
I hope you don't eat them. Citrus
But
and
it's-
lavender I have left.
What kind is this one?
That one's Verde. You can have it, but I've
I don't
started
want it.
using
No.
it. Anyway, it was a beautiful shop. They had all these natural products and then dishes, and you can go there for wine tasting.
I'm going to take a lavender.
Look at that McAvoy Ranch. Like, I want to go there. It's really beautiful. But
Can you go and stay there?
You can go for wine tastings. You can go eat.
Oh, you guys.
Stunning views of olive orchards, vineyards, and natural beauty. Culinary collections, tastings, natural beauty, private
Cooking
events,
class?
workshops, artisan olive oil, and wine. I mean, it's really,
That's beautiful.
it's
Can you
kind of
imagine
so
living
California.
and working there?
I think it'd be like a dream thing.
How about I take a lavender because you have 2?
I have lavender and citrus. And yeah, take them. Take whatever
Just
one you
one.
want.
Aren't these 2 the exact same?
Yeah, they're the exact
Well,
same.
then I'll take a lavender.
Okay. And if you really love it.
I would like to
and it
smell
was-
the citrus, though, please.
Yeah, let's smell it. Let's open it up.
The Verde,
I
you
couldn't
guys, is
decide,
gorgeous.
so I bought a whole bunch. Georgia picked rose.
Oh, bitch, I like rose.
You do not.
I do love rose.
You do?
Love.
You would like rose over lavender?
Not over lavender, but I do love a rose.
It's very rose
Have
scented.
you smelt the new, not new, but the fairly new?
Oh, so fresh
You'll
and
love
delicious.
that.
Do you want that one?
No.
Oh my gosh, I love
Bath
it.
and Body Works has a tea rose
No.
in the foaming. It's
Oh, really?
baby pink, and it's got a room spray.
Ooh.
It's stunning.
I would love that.
You would love that.
Okay, this is amazing. And I mean, we just get so dry. This is, I mean, I put it on my hands earlier today. It really works.
And it's not greasy.
It was only like $20. Like, it's not, I love that it's organic, that it's natural, and it actually works. I think people like in Italy use olive oil as a beauty product all the time.
I see. I've heard people put olive oil straight on their face.
Right. So this is an olive oil based balm. It's got some beeswax and other things in it, but
And you need very little.
yeah, it really
Of
works.
this.
This will last quite a while. Like, it'll go far.
Have you smelled the lavender yet?
No. Yes. Oh yeah. I smelt them all when
Did
I
you
was
buy one of everything?
Yes.
You guys you know those chocolates that you put in your mouth and they're called icy melts?
Yes, I love those.
This to me reminds me of like as soon as you put your hand on it, it's the olive oil. But
Yeah.
look, you guys, it
It
rubs right
absorbs
in.
really quickly. So anyway, that was a purchase that I bought that I'm super
Don't you
happy
love
to
local?
get. Yes. Yes.
It's my favorite thing to get.
Yeah. Family owned, certified organic, natural beauty. Like, what's not to love?
I'm planning on bringing a cowboy home from.
We are going.
Is there some sort of like, you know, like in Vegas, there's Chippendales? Is there somewhere in Texas so we can see guys in chaps?
I'm
and that's
hoping
it? Nothing
it's just
else?
like when you go to Scotland, you think everybody walks around in kilts. If there's not a bunch of guys walking around in chaps and cowboy boots and hats, I'm leaving.
And a G-string. That's it.
So yeah, after 6, that's the. I expect you to be wearing that after 6. Let me just say, we could not be more excited to come to Texas.
We are so excited.
It's taco night in my house tonight. I'm very excited about that.
I was thinking of making a roast.
Jodi, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes.
I know, that's okay. I'm gonna snip. There's a couple little things. Did you like last time I put the grocery logo at the front?
Yes, you were rock star.
Tracy, the next thing I think I'm gonna do a trailer.
No.
Like just pictures
Yes.
of all of us. Like, wouldn't it be fun to flash through 76 pictures, one from every episode?
Yes. Go for it. Here's that hedonist dark chocolate.
Why is there only one almond?
I know.
This is
Oh.
beautiful.
There's salt in it. Right?
You guys.
Yes, there's salt in it.
So
That's good chocolate too.
So good.
Oh my god. Okay, we should say goodbye to everybody.
Okay.
And if we have enough next week, we should sneak in one. But
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
Okay. What else?
I'm into finishing one sweater a week now. Maybe I'll have a new sweater next week.
I know. It's fun to finish garments. It's fun to get...
When you're that close, it's nice to finish.
This is beautiful bittersweet chocolate. It's like 70%, huh? Tastes like it.
Whatever it is, it's perfect. Hedonist artisan chocolate.
It's beautiful.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Till next time.
This is brunch. Cheers, everybody.
Goodbye.
Chocolate cheers. Mwah.